Hello, we're okay? We're okay?
Yeah, we're good.
Skibbity bop a doo bop a doo boo boo. The come up to boo.
Bang, bang.
2 seconds before you started well, I just spit. 2 seconds before you started the videotape camera thing, Micah said he's got more questions for us than we have for him. I think he's trying to turn this interview around on us.
Dream come true.
That's not going to happen. Micah Kranz, ladies and gentlemen. Micah Kranz is here. Micah Kranz.
Hello, hi. Well,
Your boy.
yeah.
See, Micah's significant because, well, how do you want, what role do you want to go here?
Well, Micah is the epitome of BMX. Like, you're a great example. You're opinionated.
Yeah, I look the part as
you
well.
work
Thank
you work
you.
in the BMX industry.
Yeah.
You're looked up to by a lot of people, myself included.
Thank you. That's very kind.
What's going on?
Nothing. Just enjoying life. I've been to California in a bunch of years, so it's exciting to be back here. And I don't know, trying to see as many people, do as much touristy stuff.
How long are you here for?
The week, I'm going to probably extend my stay because why not?
It's sick out here.
When did you first become aware of Micah?
Fox video.
Okay. What was he doing in that?
Breaking handrails
Yeah,
with his
yeah.
body.
Because Biz brought this up earlier. He said this is the most important thing that we asked you about was that first handrail collision.
That was a good time. We were doing shows. Like, my life revolves around stunt teams, let's be honest. Like, this is what it's about. So we were doing shows for this thing called Taste of Chicago, and they were out filming Kevin Porter, and we were doing stunt shows for this company called Superhero. Like, that's who hired me first. Kind of how I got my jump in the show thing was through him. And they were filming KP, and, like, you know, like, we were just hungry kids, and they brought cameras out, and, like, Koji double flipped for $50 on a show box. Like, you know what I mean? I went and tried to cartwheel down my face on a handrail as many times as I could. Like, I don't know, you go out of your element because it's fun once in a while. But yeah, we were just down there doing shows, and the guys had cameras. I'm like, hey, I want to do that rail. And they looked at me, and I talked a bunch of shit about myself before doing it. And then, I mean, a couple times got close, but I don't really stop. Like, if there's something I want to do on a bike, I'm just going to go do it.
Do a lot of people still know you for that? Like, do people come up to you and at BMX functions say, "Oh, you're that dude"?
Yeah. They assume I'm Steve Crandall a lot, so sorry.
I've
really?
witnessed this. I've witnessed
All the
this.
time. Like,
Really?
Yeah.
You really don't look that much like him.
Yeah, but in some of those foreign countries, around American guy.
Exactly. FBM. It's like, yeah, cool. Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, hell yeah. But
Crandall told me he's straight edge now, basically.
Yeah, he's
Because of, like, health issues with drinking his ass off his whole life. He can't drink anymore.
he's killing it, man. I spent 2 days with him in Florida. He's killing it.
And he's going to do this podcast?
Yeah, he's definitely down to do the podcast. Shout out
That's gonna
to
be epic.
So he told us to stop talking about your freaking selves. He's like, when I tune into a podcast, I want to hear about tabletops and X-ups.
I don't really think we talk about ourselves that much.
Well, I'm going to stop talking about myself so much.
I want to talk about myself more.
I have so many questions for both of you. That was the whole point of this podcast.
No, the podcast is
turn it
about
back.
you, Micah.
No one gives
You
a
ask whatever you want. You can
No
take this in
one
any
cares.
different direction that you want.
We'll do it at the end. We want to talk to Micah. They don't want to
If
hear
you
about
have questions, go for it. If he has questions, he could go for it.
Well,
I'm co-host right
okay,
now.
well, then I'm the king. Am I steering this
Yes.
ship? Here we go, motherfucker. How did you get started riding BMX?
Oh, sweet, right? I do an overpass fucking support.
Why do you have to hover it like that?
Yeah, right?
I'm driving the ship.
Oh, okay.
My earliest memory of BMX was stealing magazines out of my elementary school library.
What
Right.
magazines?
BMX Plus, that's all they had. And I just needed all of them. Like, they were my favorite things. I'd stare at them for hours. And started there, and then
What was your favorite thing in the magazine?
just the pictures. I was just always really cool. Like I liked racing, and the freestyle was like kind of counterculture. And I grew up in like a super suburbia part of Wisconsin. Like, you know, you're not supposed to look at stuff like that. And skateboarding wasn't real popular, and I just loved it. Like, from the minute I saw it, I knew like that's exactly what I wanted to do in some form or facet. I assumed everyone made $1 million because as a young kid, you see people happy. You're like, well, they're obviously successful at that. And I mean, I was way off, but it drove me and gave me a great root system. And then from there, I got on a bicycle, started building ramps, rode a whole bunch. It was super fun. And then started going to contests, like going to the pit contests and stuff. Those were some of my earliest memories, and scrap contests, and met a bunch of Midwest kids. And it was cool because like, I was always a really chubby fat kid, like my whole life. Like, let's put it out there. Like, never really looked the BMX fit, but they kind of accepted me really early and said, hey, taught me how to drop in, and no one really talked crap about it. So it just kind of culminated.
So you
in
felt like it was accepting?
Yeah, and in some weird, not status quo. Because like, I didn't really want to be a jock, but it was kind of like what my family did and what, everyone around you, like, you're built up through the newspapers and you're supposed to be some sports
Did you get
star.
pretty good at riding early on, even though you were a fat ass?
I was never good. Let's put
No,
that
you
out.
got moves. You can do a backflip. I've watched you do a backflip.
Do you remember
You have the best like skill to weight ratio for sure.
Do you remember?
I love riding Micah. It's so much fun.
Do you remember the chat log conversation where you put it out there of like they rated everybody in the chat log as the like? Who was
Oh
your
yeah,
favorite, like,
yeah. We
rider?
had a huge argument because
Yeah.
me and him will forever
I
argue
am the
about.
best rider. I am the best.
Well, who's
rider.
better, like Biz or BK? Ooh.
I just like when you give
Or
him
Brian
shit about
Hunt.
spine ramps. That's my favorite part about this podcast.
Do you
is
think
you
Adam
giving him
can
shit.
180 a 5-foot street spine?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to him.
5 feet.
Yeah.
Can I 180 like a
Coping
stair
to
instead?
street
I'd rather
spine,
do
right?
that.
I mean, I don't think he could do a coping to coping. I think he could do a street spine.
Yeah, that's. I only
Is
ever
that
really
weird?
rode street spines.
But I
when
think
was
he'd be
younger.
terrified of a coping to coping.
You're
What
right.
is
I'm just
what is
terrified
your
in
best trick?
In general?
Best trick.
Oh my god. You have, buffets? No. Probably. I don't know. I really like bar spins. I like throwing them things and not like the right places and seeing if I can catch them or stab myself in the stomach.
What's the best bar spin you ever did?
That double out of that stupid flat rail in Undercover. You
Oh,
ever see that?
yeah,
It was
yeah.
in Undercover. It was in Local Exposure.
Local exposure tour.
You had
that's
double
right.
bar spin?
Yeah, I threw 2 of them. It was.
What's the best bar spin you ever did?
Man, just flat ground.
wonder
I've
if-
done a couple of hips. I've done a box jump, like a 4-foot
I wonder if
box
I could
jump.
really say that there was a good bar spin that I did. I don't think so. For a while, I was like real consistent at doing like hot bars and 180 bars. I guess I kind of still am. I just don't really do it anymore, and I don't like doing it fast. And for a while, I was doing it kind of fast.
Back to your life.
Less about the
No, you
proving
got it.
Crandall right. Crandall, you're so right.
back to
No,
back.
because I just smoked a blunt
Okay,
of weed.
Well, back to your life. And you were talking about, growing up and focusing on reading, whatever.
I'm gonna make faces at Lindsay this whole time.
Listen
It's
to
hard
this.
not to.
Listen to
I mean,
this.
what do you do?
True or
Let me
false?
fuck.
True or false?
Let me fuck.
Listen to this, please. True or I'm sorry, Crandall. I'm sorry to everybody out there. I'm trying to get the answers.
He's
out of
laughing
you.
like harder than I've
I'm
ever heard
gonna-
anyone
I've got
laugh on
good
here.
things that I'm entertaining you, and they won't let me. won't.
Is that inappropriate for a host? Is that why that was funny?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
See, trust me. I'm
Are
gonna
you
bring it back with
talking?
this.
You just
I'm
laughed
going
so
to bring
hard.
it back with this one, okay?
You're really making me feel funny.
Okay. True or false? A goalpost from a football field fell down and broke your leg. Fell on you and broke your leg.
How?
Oh, it's a wild story. I'm
That's
trying to,
why we got a limited time. I got to get this shit out.
Goalposts. Those don't fall.
All right, so they do. I would make it a hook for one of your rap songs. We drop goalposts. That'd be probably amazing.
I don't make rap songs.
Oh, well, you know people that
I
make
make rap
songs.
songs.
Listen to
Can
it.
the next one please be drop a goalpost?
Drop a goalpost.
Yeah. There's a hook. Can you sample that? Who knows?
Drop a
Goalpost.
Where's
on,
Charlie
drop
at?
a
Charlie's
goalpost
making
on.
beats, right? We
Drop
drop
a
a
goalpost
goalpost on a legs till they're broken. But they turtle dick. We're not smoking. That's all right. We are. It's still kind of funny. Give me beats. Give me things. Give me money. Ah! That's all I got.
These two always freestyle. People don't know that.
Oh, that's our
you guys
favorite
freestyle
stuff.
so much.
Dude,
yeah.
if there's a karaoke within like miles of us, they
There's
usually
nothing.
shut it down and ask us to leave. But it's a really
What's the best song you guys ever made
Excuse me,
together?
but the
driver is on the.
Tell us about the goalpost.
Okay, you're right. Yeah. He's right.
I played a bunch of football my whole life. Like I'm a large human. That's what large humans do, right? You fucking lean against men and let dudes in tight pants run by. It's really weird.
Take steroids.
But it was fun. It was a cool outlet. Like I don't really enjoy watching it, but I really enjoyed playing it. Like I wrestled all through high school and all that stuff. So like, I don't know. It's throwing another human with like 5 feet in front of you. It's kind of whatever. I don't
It's
know.
fun. I've wrestled Micah
Yeah,
for
yes.
the record.
Yes, it's been a good time for sure. So I was playing on a semi-pro league team and like some weird maintenance on the field. Everyone said I probably should have sued. I didn't just because I'm not the kind of human. But sure enough, like we were in warm-ups and we were at a championship game, of course, like rings were on the line. And my buddy had gotten scouted, like the line. He was a running back, just super talented dude. His name's Eric. And he's like, hey, if you want to come with me, let's do it. And he's like, my guy, you guys need an agent that gets you into whatever. And it was my shot and he was there. And I'm like, oh, cool, this is, an opportunity. I mean, I was super young, 20s yet. It was like, the last wing of like doing anything marginally okay with football. And then I was captain of the line. I'm like, all right, let's go into the goalpost. We'll do some runs because you do stupid, runny, stretchy, stupid. It's all show, I'm pretty sure. Like,
What?
It's a good
stretching
workout.
and practicing?
yeah, all
good
that
workout.
practice, like all this stuff in pregame warm-up, like that, it's all for show. It's
just
all
to toughen you up.
No, it's the clap and talk and rhythm. It's awkward. We're just a bunch of cheerleaders. I never really
Well,
liked
they
it.
want
Muscle
to. They
memory.
want to get you all working
Muscle
as a
memory.
unit.
Yeah, whatever. So yeah, click and do.
I'm defending like
four-
football players.
Yeah, please do. Yeah, you talk away. You need to spell our team name in jumping jacks. Please let me know.
I've never even played football. Like
How that
I
gets
don't
you ready
know.
for the game,
I don't know
you
what
know?
they're doing when I see football on TV. It's like cricket or something. I don't know what they're doing either.
I still laugh once in a while at the original OSS DVD that you named it just football.
Football.
I
Amazing,
love that.
right?
I
It's
love
a weird
that.
decision, yeah.
You made some really fun moves. Anyway, back to me. So anyway, we're under the goalpost. It falls on me, breaks my leg, tib, fib, crack, gnarly. Couldn't play the game. Didn't get the thing. Ended. I never played. I figured this is a sign I'm never playing football again.
Wait, so it just fell?
Yeah, it ripped out of the ground. The ground was wet. They just repaired it, but the wind, it was super gnarly windy that day, and it came down, and everyone started screaming, and I'm like, huh? And it hit me on the shoulder first and knocked me to the ground. And then the crossbar hit, my tib fib broke it. I couldn't play in the game. We lost.
Hit him with the goalpost.
Yeah,
the
that's it, dude.
goalpost. Hit him with the goalpost. Goalpost.
so
Watch
good.
out. The goalpost. Goalpost. Fucking goalpost.
And now the last line's like, now your career is over. Hey, there you go.
No, your career just began.
I was already, like, I'd picked BMX years ago. If I really wanted to do it, I wouldn't have been such a lard ass, and I would have.
So how did things get started on the industry side for you in BMX?
So I was with Superhero, and we were doing those stunt shows all throughout like the Midwest area, and then
Owned by Buddha.
Yeah, shout out to Buddha.
Shout out to Buddha.
Yeah, he's still doing shows again.
Shout out to Buddha.
Doing mega moves. Did you ever meet him before?
No, but I just smoked
Super
some.
tech
No.
dude.
He was honorable
Get it.
mention in the greatest front break
Yeah,
riders.
he's the man.
Yeah, he's a good dude. So he had ramps he bought that were Huffy, which Biz toured on. If you ever need a good
Shout out
Biz
to Biz.
story, get some Huffy stories. Oh my
Okay.
goodness. Walmart's for summers. And anyone in the show industry has the best stories ever, period. Like, if you can get them to talk about them, pretty fantastic. So anyway, they had the Huffy ramps. There were Acme trailer ramps for anybody that's in the industry that cares about who builds trailers. And they sold them to DK. No one knew how to build the ramps. And Eric's like, well, this guy knows how to do it. And I just dropped out of college for the first time. Shout out to football
Not learning.
there as well. No, football, all that. They're like, hey, you can come here, and it'll be awesome. And I did, and it was a super good time. And
Instead of goalpost fell on your
no,
fucking
that
leg.
was way after. That was this is college ball, son. Come on, we're moving on up here.
Yeah.
So, I went and dropped out of college, and they're like, hey, we'll hire you. So I went down to DK, met all the people, and said, yeah, this seems like a cool opportunity, and started booking some shows. And that was my first kind of glimpse into it, was that. But I'd been writing. Like, I went to college for creative writing, and I really liked BMX was always so important every time. Like, I wasn't really a video guy, I wasn't a photo guy, but, like, I really like writing anyway. Like, I like the aesthetics of it.
Plus, you're very charismatic.
You're very kind.
I didn't know that you went to school for creative writing. That's
Oh,
really
I would
interesting.
get this. Literary criticism in a Shakespeare minor.
Wow. So did it ever occur to you that this was like kind of a bullshit major and that it was not going to be useful to you in life?
Jesus Christ, I run stunt teams, Adam. You don't think I'm fully aware of this? I went to college for the reasons you go to college, and I'm never going to use my degree. And I mean, if anyone asks me to do it, I'm like, well, do you have any sense to yourself? And if they say no, I say, go to college. And if they say yeah, figure something out and make moves and put a smile on your own face. College isn't going to get you there.
But do you what did you see yourself doing when you were in college? Did you think that you were going to go write for a magazine or something?
I wanted to be a school teacher. I've still to this day want to start a zine and do a magazine. Like, I've submitted to some places and begged to submit to others and been ignored and been printed too at the same time. So still write a lot. Super fun. Usually about BMX. Like, it's just still my favorite creative outlet for it. So
It's a weird thing to write about, right?
it's so hard. at
Because
this
you're
point.
so wrapped up in the middle of it.
But there's so many places to write about. Like, you can write captions. Try to do that someday. Like, I mean, I kind of look at life as like a weird way to like challenge yourself
Right.
creatively in writing. So like, write a caption. Just write, like, when I do website stuff. Like, with the company, I do a lot of blogging and stuff with it. So how do you creatively write this? And I've been blogging for like 8 years. Like, say it differently.
There's almost no good writing in BMX, and there
It's-
really,
oh my
there
God.
isn't. There
That's-
isn't.
and there really has almost never been
Ever.
Like even when
Ever.
there
Albion
was
was okay, but it was
right, the Albion had some strong moments. You've written articles.
What have you written?
What did you write?
The local exposure article.
My goddamn website. That
Oh,
was
Catfish,
very
Catfish.
well-
Oh.
Let's talk about
very
that.
well
Forget
written. No,
my
that was
interview.
very. I'm not. That's all I'm saying. This isn't about me. I'm just saying, you guys. That's a literary masterpiece.
Do you have any evidence that I did eat Tupac, or are you just assuming?
No,
that
but I was looking for that T-shirt tonight. I made T-shirts that say Micah Kranz ate Tupac.
And how did those sell?
People ate them up.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
I still get pictures of people all the time.
Micah ate
That's what
Tupac.
pictures.
That could be-
Micah's like lived through so many phases of BMX.
Yeah,
like,
I've been-
what,
How old
what's
are you?
it- what?
I'm 34.
Oh, so he's lived through less phases of BMX than you, old man.
Listen,
No, but I was around like when he was
but
Right.
you've seen all the significant changes.
He was in
like,
frats.
all of them.
and
Yeah,
you
like
were- you were
I
riding.
collect BMX bikes. It's kind of like 30 vintage.
He's
like,
got some gems.
tons of them, and like it's neat because I collect exactly the year of like when they went from inch to inch and an eighth to the like stupid fork stuff, and like King Forks was all 1 inch. Like, I know it's all jargon to you, but
No, it's cool. I just
I
did the
super
Odyssey
love-
podcast. We talked about bike parts the entire time.
how'd you do? Did you
cool.
at all say this is all the same shit?
That was the time period where, because number one, they did make a lot of different shit, and that was the time period when I was actually paying attention to bike parts. It was like in my youth, and like now.
Yeah,
but I don't.
honestly turn the corner. They fucking.
There's not a lot to
gear
pay attention
killed
to.
it.
Dude, I love and hate Micah for the fact that he's such a BMX nerd. We had to kick him out of the group chat
Yeah,
because
explain that.
I know, I want back in. In fact, that's what I want.
We just let Rob Darden
I
in.
could handle it, but nobody else could.
Rob Darden is in our group chat now.
In the group
Is he
chat,
really?
Yes.
Micah just would like get
I'd
into
switch Darden
arguments
for me
about
too, though. I'd
stems
way rather
for
hang out with
hours,
Darden
so
than
they
me.
guys couldn't handle it, so he got kicked
Darden's
out.
a hard
Sorry
ass.
to talk about our group text again, Crandall.
No, that's fine.
Yeah. I want that.
You were in the.
By the way, that's what I want. Instead of having say, "Oh, tag me, find me, unfollow," I want to be added to everybody's group chat. Can I just give my
Wow,
number
that's a
out?
good like shout out. Like,
262-689-6785. Add me to your group chat.
yeah, it's always weird when I find
I
out that
want
other
that.
people have group chats that I'm.
Everybody
not
does.
in.
I want
yeah.
in them. Don't follow me on
But
Facebook.
how many are
don't
you
find
in?
my Vine. I have like 4 right now.
But what are they? Division. Your
Yeah, I got all
team?
my shout out to Division.
I now have one with my mom,
Oh,
my
talk
dad,
about
my
it.
sister, and my
We'll
brother-in-law.
get there, whatever.
I got like a family group chat now.
Do you really?
My family like abides by it. Yeah.
The dude abides. Yeah, my
I'm in a
mom.
group chat with my grandpa, and he died 2 years ago. And I'm still getting messages.
I'm in a group
from
chat
him.
with fucking Hillary Clinton then for
I'm
that.
still getting messages from him. It's so fucking weird. It's so weird. It says like Verizon something.
So when did you meet him?
Oh, I can't wait. Okay, I was gonna actually ask you if I could tell this story before he came in, and you just wanted to start so bad that I guess I'm just.
I didn't want to start so bad.
I'm just gonna drop my first memory of Catfish. You are so gonna appreciate this.
We might have to cut this out.
We might, but that's fine. Was at a pit contest in Rockford, Illinois.
Oh Jesus Christ!
And it was a great time, and like it was right at the time where like Nyquist was there on Bontrager. You probably don't remember that
Before
stuff.
Haro, yeah.
Way before. I mean, he was
Okay.
like young, 15, 16. Jeff Harrington, all these dudes. Look how destroyed he
Wow,
is.
I can't wait.
No, this is funny.
He's proud of it.
I'm not proud of it, but
We actually met. I was on a Schwinn Torque flight at the time. Shout out to Jay Miron, and you know what those are?
yeah, hell yeah.
I was on one of those at the time, and like in standard country, don't get me wrong, like it was the best dudes ever. But there was this dude there, and he kind of roughed around, kind of gruff. He was kind of a hard ass. His name was JV, and I don't really know what happened, the scenario of it. But all of a sudden, the dude's like, "Oh, my bike got stolen," and we're like, "Oh man, bummer."
okay. Now
And I'm
I know
like,
the
"Yo,
story,
you can take my bike, whatever it takes." And someone's like, "Hey, I think I found your bike." And it was in pieces, completely torn apart, like rims, like tires off rims, like pedals off cranks, forks and stuff everywhere, right? And everything was there except the tubes. But they found it in a trash can. So he stole the dude's bike, took it completely apart, threw it
Why
in
you
a
steal a
dumpster.
guy's bike? Jeremy Verhulst's bike.
And then, I mean, you can drop the name, but...
I'm doing it.
And then...
He's been bragging about it for fucking the entire time I've known him.
And the
I've
dude's...
not been bragging about
And
it.
they're
You
like,
mention it frequently.
Oh, what happened? What
Listen,
happened? What
this
happened?
was,
And that
what I
was the
like
first
about this
time
story is that
ever.
back then I didn't drink or even get loose. So I remember
late.
going to this fucking contest with Lou Bickle and a couple other dudes, Steve Luckett, Joe Cub, a bunch of the Section 8 guys. And the first day we get there, he's out there with the fucking standard guys, and he's just annihilated. He's that guy, like the drunk guy.
Oh,
Just
he plays the part well.
And
I
he's
mean,
dropping
he's
the
so sober
N-bomb
now,
left
like,
and right,
shout out
and
to
he's
him.
just like,
Yeah.
just being a fucking asshole. And I was like, oh, what a fucking dick. So the next day, get up. I had a 1990 Sedan DeVille Cadillac. What's up?
I remember that
And
car.
I came out, and his fucking bike was leaning against my car. And I was like, yo, fuck him. I'm fucking just took the bike, drove it to a parking lot, took it apart, brought it back to the fucking spot, gave it to a bunch of kids, and then tried to go into the contest. And Redbeard, who I just had dinner with the other night,
Marble
the
Dick Easter
worst,
basket.
the worst person.
Please,
He
so
told
much.
everybody. I drove him there. He told everybody. I was walking back to the contest. He comes back. He's like, "You got to get out of here." I was like, "Why?" He's like, "Everybody knows that you stole the bike." I was like, "How do they know?" He's like, I told them." I'm like, "We got to go now." And we fucking had to get in the car. Me, Lou, this fucking flying Hawaiian, and Redbeard drive 9 hours back to Ohio.
Contest was tight. Jamie Sprite.
He got his bike back,
He did.
but he wanted to kill me
So
for
you
like
stole
a year.
it because it was leaned against your car.
And he was just being an asshole. He was just a drunk
At
asshole.
that time of his life, he was not the most pleasant person. He's real nice to me.
and
Catfish
we've
is
made
still
up.
not the most pleasant person. You hear what an asshole he is? He stole this guy's bike.
Oh,
It was a
man.
long time. I'm sorry,
I saw the
Jeremy.
bike. You wanna hear
Don't
the
ever.
story?
I didn't.
Yeah,
Well, I guess I still.
I want to hear.
My
yeah.
sister was dating.
No,
this-
nobody wants to hear the
wanna hear
goddamn
it.
story.
Come on,
Because the more we talk about ourselves, the more.
right,
That's
yeah.
why I was just defending myself. That's the
Forget
first
it.
time. So that's the
Believe me,
first
no
time
one
that I
gives
met
a
you.
shit about
All I gotta say though is that
so
I just the bike the stealing was deserved. He did something really he stole money from my father.
There you
He
go.
broke into my house and stole money. So that's why I stole his bike and
don't
beat
know.
the shit out of him and broke my hand on his head.
Fuck with Phil.
You don't fuck with Phil, DP.
How are you as a businessman though losing money? Like I've lost thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands.
Who
of
owes you
dollars.
money? Tell us. How
I don't really deal with
how
the
many
money
fuck
for the
yous? How
record.
many BMX fuck yous do
I'll
you
put it
have?
out. You know a lot, and there's you don't fuck
No,
BMXers.
no, 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 no.
As a
You're not
BMXer,
included.
you
You're-
don't
you're
put
not-
other BMXers under the table. You know that, and I know that. And
Don't yell
But you-
at
I've been trying to
me.
take care of it, and that's the problem. People won't fess up. And
Why-
see
why?
me.
Why?
And see me. That's. I mean, let's just talk. Let's
You're-
just-
You've been
owed money.
accused of fucking people over money wise.
Absolutely. Listen,
I can
you-
think
I've
of a
been in
photographer.
this. I've been in this for like 20 years, man. You're gonna have fallings out with people, and especially when money's involved and it's people. You know.
Well,
BMX,
let's
it's a
let's
bunch
this
of
this
egos
we
and
can talk about
You
this
got
for a
to
second
stroke them
because
correctly, and it's awkward. And
because
it's dumb, and
there's
you gotta
facets
pay
of
people.
BMX that people don't know about. The facets of BMX where you can actually make a living. One of those facets is show teams,
Mm-hmm.
and I started with DK. I don't know 10 years ago, and there weren't that many show teams.
That was my
And-
job, by the
And
way.
then
That's- yeah.
and then
Who
I
took
got-
your job?
It was made for that thing, man.
But
Yeah.
there was only a few show teams. In the last 5 years, the amount of show teams in the United States has at least doubled. Would
Oh,
you say
more than that.
More
The
than
industry
doubled,
got
yes.
large.
Why
out of
is that?
Nowhere.
Because it's all you got to invest in is a ramp, a
not
quarter pipe,
hard.
and a couple
so
a
it's
couple dudes
not-
that can backflip.
Is it a demand thing where there's like a lot of need for this, or is there just a lot
everyone-
of people trying to do it?
Everyone knows anybody with a budget. Like I
Okay.
know dudes that just do 1 or 2 shows a year, and they're like $7,000-8,000 shows, and they have the ramps, and they sit the rest of the year rounds, and that's what they do. Like,
But then
which is
there's
fun.
dudes that will do 3 shows a day, making $1,500, $2,000 a
Yeah,
day.
just killing the industry, so no one makes money. Like everyone's undercutting.
very cutthroat.
No one's willing to talk to each other, and then everyone has a vendetta because everyone's like, "Oh, he's taking my money, he's taking money." But it's out there. The good ones that are out there can get the good ones, but it's the.
But
these
so you're
little
saying it's
half-assed
really
ones that ruin
competitive
it.
amongst the riders?
No, all show team owners more than
Okay.
anything.
But all the show team owners are riders.
And so
Yeah.
when you're
So, like,
saying
usually
that
older riders.
it's a problem when dudes are getting paid a lot of money, you're saying that certain dudes are like fucking up the industry by paying too much?
not paying enough, not getting enough from the show stuff. Like when you start doing like, there's a couple ways to make money. I mean, do we really want to get into
Yes.
this? Do you think anyone?
This is important.
It's
People,
interesting to me.
yeah.
They really care. All right,
I care.
so show teams like it's. I mean, basically, like Catfish said, it's a box jump and a quarter pipe, and then a PA system, insurance, which is about to cut everybody out. That's a whole other thing. Like the insurance, someone made a claim somewhere and they paid a lot. Now they're super pulled back on doing show teams. So people want proof of liability insurance, and you need a couple $100 to get that done. And like my last policy was in the like tens of thousands. Like it's insane out there to get the right stuff to actually do the big time shows that we do, right? So you show up and you can do a couple different things. You can do fairs and festivals. You can do school shows. You can do corporate entertainment stuff. There's so many facets. And that's what I love about it is my goal is to get BMX in front of as many people as I can. Like I paid out way more than I made last year, like a lot more. I just want to put checks in people's pockets to make money to keep them motivated to
He's
keep
talking
jumping
big
and,
numbers,
and
too.
doing stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't have to say numbers, but he's talking big numbers. Like
Yeah.
it's a business.
On the fringe of 6 figures.
But so you're saying that you are not running a profitable business at this time?
Oh, no, absolutely. But I don't know if you look at me like I don't have a house or kids or motorcycles or anything.
He has a solid gold dog, a living dog.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I hate dogs. Sorry.
You really hate dogs?
I don't like animals.
I don't really like dogs, I'm going to be honest.
I
Yeah.
love
Your
dogs.
cat scratched me. I said what up to him. Remember when he lived in my... Anyway.
My cat?
Yeah.
My cat lived in your house?
No, when I stayed at your house, that cat lived in my bike bag. It never left the bike bag.
He
And
likes that.
There's still his hair in bike bags. Like,
very-
That's because he likes meat, and you keep meat in your bike bag.
well, you don't travel with beef jerky?
No.
I went to the Worlds. That's a great story. Enough about stunt teams. Anyway, I went to the Worlds, and it was the year you were there. And Spencer Bass had just gotten sponsored by some beef jerky something, right? A Boy Alberto, I think it was. And he had all these packs. Like, Mike, I got these for you. And I learned in Germany they don't have beef jerky. So my shit was to just try to get as many people like, hey, fat white American food, and start throwing it at people. And they'll be like, I'm not putting this in my mouth. I'm like, you have to put it in your mouth. Just take a bite of it. And everybody was so repulsed by beef jerky. Such an Americanized thing.
The same trip you're talking about, Micah got there a day before me, and he announced the whole day. And it was his gig. I just came to hang out with him. So I get there on the second day, and this family from Latvia comes over to me, and he goes, your fat friend, he disrespect us. Who is he? And I was like, oh, like big guy, beard. I was like, oh, that's Mike. He's like, yes, he disrespect Latvia. And I was like, what did he say? And he says, he announced our rider. He says, up next from Latvia. Is Latvia even still a country? He says, Catfish, you've been to Latvia. It's a good country. I was like, yeah, I'm sorry. He's like, we are very upset with him. So I fucking find Mike. I'm like, dude, all of Latvia is fucking pissed at you. So then for the rest of the contest, anybody from Latvia, Mike would be like, up next from the greatest country on earth, Latvia.
That's amazing.
I was going to buy property. I was invested.
Micah is awesome on a microphone.
Is Latvia a shithole?
No, Latvia's dope. That's where Ed Zund is
Right.
from.
I need to go out there. He always acts like it's a horrible place.
They just built an amazing skate park. There's 2 amazing skate parks, one in Ventspils, and they just built a brand new one in Riga, a huge skate plaza. The Kink dudes were just out there.
Shout out to Zunda.
Shout out to the Kink dudes.
Shout out to
Zunda.
Shout out to Chris. Give Reese some love, man.
Yeah.
Hope he listens to it. Good man.
Who else you want to shout out?
When was the first time you ever ate ass?
I was in Vegas this weekend. I got super aggressive.
Jesus.
Yeah. What was the other question? Shout outs?
No,
Who do you
eating.
like? Who do you hang out with? Who do you...
Oh, I got some division homies, man. They're the best dudes.
Yeah,
no one's
what's
ever
up with
heard of.
division?
I love it.
What's up with division?
We do moves. So like I said, we do stunt show teams. Anyway, so if you want to get into starting a stunt team, please don't. Like call me. I'll hire you. Let me show you how to do it right. Because the problem with other dudes starting stunt teams is they're ruining it because their show sucks. Someone breaks a leg and like it's not
And
professional.
they're ruining it for everybody.
Everybody.
You have to,
They
if
get
you
hurt.
keep the
it's
bar
so bad.
raised at a certain level,
just let us do
everybody
it, like-
wins. Yeah, everybody
Listen,
wins.
and here's the problem. Like, I'm the first thing people see at BMX. Like, when I listen to your, almost all the podcasts. I'm pretty much through any of my
Thank
homies.
you.
I listen to
Thank
all
you.
of them. Like, you guys do a great job of it, and it's
Thank
great.
you.
And like, the point you missed on Rick Thorne is like, you're the first thing people see about BMX. Like, you represent it before anybody else. And like, sure, you're going out and you're trying to branch new things. That's fantastically great and awesome. And like, props to Rick for what he does, and he does hold it down because he still rides. But like, that's my scene. Is like, I don't want it to look goofy. I want people to look at BMX and be hyped on it. There's like some really goofy stunt show teams out there, you know? Like, you've seen
Well,
them. It's funny,
what is
it's-
it like? Like, what's a goofy? Because I haven't seen a stunt show since I was like 13.
Where there's some out there that, and I'm not taking shots. I'm just saying what
It's
they are.
it's what it is, right? But like from a BMX side of things, I'm trying to be industry not recognizable, but like at least respected. Not even respected, just know we're there. I'm not trying to like overstep my bounds. I know where I'm at. Like we're never gonna get a stunt show picture in a magazine. Like we're never gonna get coverage of like an online article. Like we'll never get a web edit that goes anywhere. It's fine. But like I'm the first thing that people see in BMX. So I want a dude that does flat ledge riding there, right? Like that's important. I want a style guy. Just to do big, like X-ups.
But what are the things that you
threes
could
and-
be doing that would maybe be more profitable, but that would be, in your opinion, invalid or whack, that you could be doing that other stunt shows are doing? Like, what do they do that is...
I mean, it's a lot of like hamming it up kind of stuff.
Right.
Like way over the top. Like it's more like car show stuff. Like I mean, there's some teams out there. I mean, it's a lot of paintball jerseys, and that's kind of my beef with it too. Because like once you get into the BMX side of things, like we're not racing. Like,
Right.
Let's be honest with it. We're doing freestyle shows. You should be able to wear, what you wear. So like, I always, I try to get shirts out there and stuff like that. But not having credible riders, like I've seen shows where people can't clear the box jump, so your ramps are falling apart. Or I mean, you come in a van, or you're smoking. Like there's stories of kids smoking weed with, students getting caught by principals. At
OSS
schools.
team.
There's just
We smoke weed with every kid.
There's some gnarly shit. There's some. I'm not gonna get into it, but like there's some investigation into some very troubling sex offender
Pedophilia.
type issues
Ooh.
with stoats. You gotta this is all the big thing because like that represents all of us. Like I can't ever go to that school and be like, hey, we're a credible thing trying to get BMX in the right way. And like we do positive, like the shows are super positive. It's like find something you love and enjoy it. Like we kind of use BMX as the message, as like the vehicle to get attention, and then you strive a good message, which is why I'm out. So the Catfish is the same thing. Like when he's at shows, like he just wants people hyped. If it's not BMX, it's anything. Like find something in your life you enjoy, and that's kind of our. Like it's a great message. We do it anywhere we can. Like I've set ramps up for free. I've paid out of my pocket so many times for people to come ride and be part of it. And like, I mean, I know you want to start a team, but like join a local one. Like talk to people, get them out there, and that's the problem. Like stunt team owners use other people, use more people. Like sorry to go back and forth. Like give people chances. Like I know there's homie crews, and like I got the best dudes in the world you've never heard of, like flip whips and front flips and. 3 double whips, 3 triple whips, like the gnarliest shows. Like I'll put my show team next to anybody else out there, any contest.
I don't know if you're
ever,
aware, like
period.
you can be like finding somebody with dough and say, tomorrow I want a full-on BMX show and a motocross show in this stadium, and Micah can make it happen.
Yeah, not a problem.
Anywhere.
Anywhere.
So
tell me.
would you fly people in, or do you just know people all
I
over
know
the place?
everything. I can do anything. You let me know what you want to do. Add me to your group chat, and if you want to do shows, 262-689-6785. Holler at me.
Jeez, there you go.
I got
Rewind
work,
that.
man. I got dudes on the circus. I have 8 dudes on Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey right now,
That's
going
right.
all over doing years. They got.
Shout out to Bob Mead and Koji.
Oh
all
my
the
God,
boys.
good people. Yeah.
Do you think a
Kenny
Nitro
Shore, all
Circus
those
makes
dudes.
BMX look whack?
Did you see a show?
Huh?
Have you seen a show?
Nitro Circus?
Yes.
Yes.
Recently or late?
2 years ago.
Okay,
maybe?
that's different. Because the show now is the dude on a ratchet pulley thing, you know? Like, it's just a lip, a landing. Like, the show's completely different. I'm sure the one you saw was
A
fantastic
winch,
and
I
great.
believe they
Yeah,
call
this
it, a
winch system.
winch.
So basically, it's a dude in like an, I mean, love the dudes that are doing it. I mean, they're doing good stuff, and I can't believe that the winch, but like, they brought it down.
Wait, what's a winch?
It's what wakeboarders use. It's on a pulley system. You know, like they're holding onto a piece of wood, and then the pulley system goes, and they hop in, and they'll usually go around a lake or go straight for a while. And it's like wakeboarding, but you don't need.
So
a
you're
boat.
saying they hit the jump on this?
Yeah.
When I went, they were doing all kinds of weird shit. They had like a bathtub or something. Or
Yeah, but they had the
fucking-
roll-in for that, right?
Yes.
So the roll-in's gone.
Oh.
It's completely gone. So, like, you know when trucks get stuck and they have a little piece of wire that wraps around a tree, and when they press a
Okay.
button, well, they have super high-powered winches now. When you press a button, it just shoots people.
So you're not a fan of this?
I went to the show, and I have the same amount of ramps that this big, crazy traveling tour show does. And it's definitely not kid-friendly, like, if that's what the point is. I guess it's not. It's Nitro Circus, you know? But, I mean, the show was cool, and I get it, and, like, the motocross is amazing, the BMX is amazing, like, try to get behind everything else. But it's like, remember freestyle bungee jumping in the X Games? Like, we're sort of taking it that way.
So you're saying that this style of taking off, it's not kid friendly?
Oh, no, they just swear a lot. They just
Oh,
kinda,
really?
Yeah, they stick microphones in, like, Australians' faces, and they just go gnarly. ham.
Really?
Oh, my goodness.
I still think that there's a lot of kids that are getting into BMX because of Nitro Circus.
Dude,
sure,
anything
right?
that gets
Yeah.
BMX in,
Yeah.
dude, I don't care
The
what
whole
it is,
problem
man.
with BMX like not being as big as it was or seeming smaller in the mainstream is just that it has less mainstream looks. There's less ways for kids to get in, whether it's shows, whether it's seeing it on TV.
I wish
whether
Hulk
it's-
Hogan rode a BMX bike down. I don't care. Like,
Maybe something like
get him
that.
into
It would be nice.
Let's do
President Kennedy.
If we had a Rob Dyrdek or a you know
it. Yeah.
a Sheckler. or
Obama doing
something.
peg wheelies, just kind of floating.
I ride for Obama.
What's your favorite VHS tape, BMX video?
Oh, man. That's so mean. There's so many.
That's what we're here to do. Hard-hitting questions here.
So
at the Come
many.
Up TV.
VHS.
Hard hitting
even.
questions like, what's your favorite VHS tape?
He's gonna hit. Trust me. Trust me.
You know what's interesting is this computer's stuck at 63% charging, and it has not gone up or down the entire time that it's been sitting here.
I saw you grab it by the top and just kind of wave it around earlier. I mean,
I'm very
it's not-
reckless with electronics, you know.
It's not like you take care of your
Mess
shit.
with it.
but-
I wouldn't mess with it.
I'm a reckless guy.
I'm going to go with S&M 33 Inferno.
Okay.
It wasn't really my style. It wasn't really my thing. Like, it was a lot of dirt jumping, but the music was punk rock, and it was outside, and it was just destroying.
What riders were you into growing up?
Standard Army. Oh, my goodness gracious. I had a picture of Brian Vowell on my wall forever. And then
Shout out to BV.
got to meet him, and then Frymouth. Ed Koning was really big in my
Hell
life.
yes.
I was just psyched on him. Like, he'd just jump on any rail and do the crazy ones. And obviously the nowhere fast stuff. Anything in props, like Jim Reinstra, and there's so much.
What was the first props you were in?
I was in. I had my shirt off in the background of a credit section, like early on. Just there was a live TV camera for like some contest, and there was really hot, attractive ladies there, and I just took my shirt and I just started rubbing it just for no reason. I had no idea I was being filmed, and
What was your first riding clip?
bar spin somewhere. I was in a Baco before I was ever into props. Shout out to Baco.
Shout out to
That was my
Baco.
first video. The first video I bought. I mean, I had 101 riding tricks like everyone else, and then I had a bunch of props, or not props, but the first thing, like I was going to a skate park called Skate Garage up in Neenah, Wisconsin, and I stopped by a bike shop, and they
Home
had,
of Brian Kaczynski.
yeah, BK. He was like, I swear to God, me and BK started riding bikes the exact same week. Like our whole lives kind of been.
Really? You
Yeah,
guys look
parallel.
very
Have you
similar.
known him since back then?
Yeah, forever. He used to wear like Abercrombie and Fitch and have all the ladies. Like he was like he think he dresses fly now in rides. Like he used to have like $100 pants on.
BK is a
and, like,
fucking G.
Dude, oh,
he
$100
is
a
a
lot for
G.
pants.
Shout out to
He
BK.
makes it look good. Dude, I'm from the Midwest, kid. Let's remember. Like, you guys talking about rap stuff, and I'm like, man.
You can't get a pair of pants for $100 in LA.
I can't get a pants in my size. In
What
LA.
size pants are you?
I'm a 42. Handsome. It does say handsome after the 42.
42, not bad.
Thanks, man.
When did you pull your first backflip?
For a live TV crew for like some morning news thing at like 6 a.m. and they wouldn't give me the footage. Like Doyle was there, like Winkleman was there, a bunch of people for DK. We went to a Woodward trip where I destroyed the back end of the dually. Like I took it to a place to get worked on, and all of a sudden the thing started flying off, and they thought I'd sabotaged the dually, but it was just scary. And then we learned backflips with me and Robbie Miranda. Shout out to Robbie Miranda.
Oh yeah.
He actually got me my first job announcing a Camp Jeep thing. They kind of got me on this whole you can announce other things than shows, and I'm like, oh really? I don't know. And then soon after that, I announced a gymnastics meet, and I'm like, I'm never announcing anything outside of BMX ever again.
Why? Is it just not fun?
It's the worst, man.
Why? Because you have to pretend that you know about something you don't know about?
I'm not good at lying. I'm so bad at not being passionate about
I had to
things that
announce
just
a skate contest this weekend, a skate vert contest in Florida.
Oh yeah. How'd that go?
Can you name the tricks?
No, I know what a 540 is.
Do you know
so
front
I
side and
could
back
say-
side?
No, not at all.
Me neither. I lie. All the little kids in
Even I know
California, I'm jumping out to these vert shows now. They're like, you have the front side and back side backwards, right? So then the next show I'll try to do it oppo. I'm like, still messing up.
So confusing.
We are professional announcers. We've been paid in our lives to talk about this kind of stuff, and
We can't get it right.
Are terrible.
I
Just
can't get
atrocious.
BMX right.
I've been paid to be an announcer as well.
Oh, that's right. You did Simple Session, right?
No, I did the fucking Ham Am.
How'd that go?
And I did some TCU jam that we did one time. I don't know. I'm
Leave
amazing
the
at it, to be
announcing
honest.
to the
I'm good.
professionals.
I can announce anything. I'm better than you.
No,
better than
he
you.
is. He is. No, you're not better than me, but you are.
I think I need somebody to play off of though, because I'm so deadpan and
That's how it
sarcastic that I need somebody who's funny and lighthearted.
Yeah.
I think he and I have an all right.
There's a straight man and a color guy. That's sort of how that works.
Yeah.
You need one dude to kind of keep it together. And then
Speaking
one
of
dude
colored
to go
guys.
the other way. Thank you. I'm right here. Yes. Sorry. Oh, my bad. Yeah.
You know Joe Rogan might be leaving the UFC?
Nobody gives a fuck about Joe Rogan.
We're talking about
Adam.
announcers. He's a commentator.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, but we want to know about Micah.
Did you listen to his podcast?
What?
Joe Rogan's?
I listen to it, yeah.
Oh, dude. Anytime he has the
Are
astrology
aliens
stuff.
real?
Anytime he has
Fact.
what?
Any of the super deep thinkers and
Yeah, I love
astronomers.
it,
and all
yeah.
that stuff.
He's amazing.
Oh my god.
Oh, so now we're talking aliens, huh?
What happens when you die? What happens when you die?
Game over.
Is that it?
Run it till you're there. What are you gonna bank on a story?
Yeah.
Oh, this book. Here you go. Take it.
No.
Are you going
I-
to try to convince us of God here?
No, I've talked about this before. I know exactly what death is like.
Please.
Why?
Please.
Do you remember what it was like before you were born?
Yes.
That's what death is like.
Oh, yeah. I've heard that said.
I've said it on the show before.
The other day I went to the physical therapist. He's working on my back. He fucking starts trying to convert me to Christianity.
What the fuck? You're getting a bacchiotomy, not a Christianity.
And when I was like, I'm all set, he goes, you're just like my daughter. She's 24 and she doesn't believe in God either. I'm just sitting there thinking
Holy
yeah, maybe you should start there. Fucking.
I was just
Yeah,
in.
If you can't control your damn kid, then of course you're not going to be able to control me or anybody who's thinking for themselves. God damn.
Nobody puts baby in the corner.
Do you know Back's baby in a corner? Did you know this is being recorded?
I don't give a fuck. Yeah.
I was just in Houston, and Joel Osteen, he's one of the TV
Yeah, he
evangelists.
sucks.
He bought the old Houston Rockets stadium, and that's his church. The
hate him.
stadium. We were blocked from it. Trevor shot Trevor Meyer. He went over there.
A
and went to
purpose-filled
church.
life.
I'll send you guys the
That's
picture.
his book.
Add me to your group chat, and I'll send you guys the picture. 262-689-67.
A purpose-filled life.
Thank you. Thank you.
What's your favorite food?
Delete social media. Meat, cheese, bread is my primary diet.
trying to take him
in
for
that
Wait,
Sushi
you
the
just
other
said
day.
delete all social media?
Delete social media. Add me to your group
He
chat.
deleted,
Add
he
me to your
deleted
group
all the
chat.
social media.
Add me
you?
to your group chat. Yeah. Add
Why?
me to your group chat. Girls. But add me to your group
Girls?
chat. Add me to your group chat.
Wait, but
262-689-67.
why girls?
I needed off. I was getting stalky and weird, and I just needed out.
You were getting stalky and
It was
weird
me.
to
It was
girls?
me. Yeah.
To
I
what?
just-
Like an ex-girlfriend or like some
Yeah. Just
like
having
Kylie
just
Jenner?
serious girl issues in my life, and I just needed out. So my phone lasts 2 days. 2 days. It lasts 2 days. I don't have to charge it. I don't have anything. Oh, Alienation. Shout out to Alienation.
Shout out to Alienation.
run-
Thanks for the free coaster, by the way.
Got you. Got you too. You're welcome.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
You still work for Alienation? I didn't know that.
I do. Yeah, I still do social media stuff and work with team, and it's a weird regrowing thing, and it's going to be good. I'm pretty hyped on what's coming.
So
up.
you're single, basically, is what you're telling us.
Yeah,
Single
running.
ladies.
Oh, yeah.
It's cold outside.
Oh.
You want something
tell
warm
us,
to
tell
cuddle
them
with?
what happened next door. You rocked
We
over
went over
next
to the
door.
gay bar
Oh, to
next
the
door.
gay bar.
Well, it's a gay bar tonight, I guess.
It was
Yeah.
wild. Well, there was this DJ, and he was the most ripped DJ ever. But he was only playing the wildest Village People tracks.
Gay anthems,
We
yeah.
didn't get it.
My fave.
Yeah, Lindsay and I were hanging out, and we were just laughing. They had $5. We should have got the queue on. There was $5 mini High Life bottles, and I was like, "Hey, Milwaukee, let's do this."
I could use a drink right now.
Yeah, let's pause this and go get one. We can pause this.
I'll go
thing.
grab
We
them
can
right
come
now. You
back.
want me to go get them?
Yeah,
You
pause
guys keep
them.
talking. I'll go grab drinks. What do you guys want?
Mini High Life. Yeah, let's
Mini
get,
High Life?
Yeah.
Really? It's like a 12-ounce beer or something?
Not even. It's
Like
a
an
little
8-ounce
grenade.
beer?
Yeah, it's like
That's what you want.
Yeah.
And what do you want?
I would like a vodka tonic, please.
I'll be right back.
Give me whiskey instead. No, I gotta drive. Give me a little Miller Lite, whatever. Yeah, what I ordered. Sorry. Anyway,
Will you split it with me?
Hey, we'll see if I have to pay because it'll be interesting if I don't. Because a lot of times they don't charge me over
I
there.
mean, tell them we're in the middle of
I'm
the
gonna tell 'em I
podcast,
need
and we'll
podcast
shout and we'll
lube.
shout them out.
It depends on
We will
who's
shout
over
them
there.
out.
that's
Shout out to
exactly
Odyssey too. This is my last podcast. I got their shirt on.
Who?
Odyssey.
Yeah, Odyssey. Shout out to Alienation still.
What would you like to cover, my friend? I've got a million stories about you, but we want to hear more about you.
I don't know. It's just an interesting point in my life. to
Why
say the least.
BMX? Why?
Is there anything better? Is there anything more like? I don't know. I mean, you can kind of blame it on the transportation thing. You know, you're a kid. It's the easiest way to get around. Like, I was always really into snowmobiling, too. My parents collect vintage snowmobiles and stuff, and I always had them, but I still love jumping.
I could see you. I want a tattoo
I'm
of you on a
such a large
snowmobile with no shirt on and your hair is on fire.
I've been with Coco Zarita all week, and he has his race car, and he's like, just your shirt off next to the car, please.
God.
Please. Like, oh, man. All right. But it was great, but I broke him. I'm kind of a large human. But BMX just kind of worked. Like, I couldn't. When I grew up, when I got into BMX, it was kind of cool. Like, everybody in my neighborhood was super into something. Like, my one friend was Kyle McCafferty, and he went and started right after high school, moved to Denver and started snowboarding professionally for Ride Snowboards. Full career. The dude that gave me my first BMX book, like I had a Haro FST, and then I had a Bash Guard
Hell yeah.
Haro too, because I went to the an old BS contest in Scrap. I was at actually the Hoffman contest.
Holy shit, I was there too.
Yeah. I was a fat, chubby kid, like super shy, super quiet. No one liked me. I wrestled, and like I got hazed in wrestling a lot, so like was super shy because of it. You know how wrestling kind of goes, like when you're the new fat kid. Yeah, just the worst. Jocks are the worst. But it also makes you a well-rounded human. You can buck up and take care of yourself. Anyway, so I was super into BMX, and I was terrible at it. And the guys were like, no, just keep going. And I got into it, and John Alley gave me my first like real good put-together race bike. Like it was like a lighter bike. And we were in second, third grade, and like he ended up becoming a professional skateboarder for Zero, had a bunch of those parts and stuff, like awesome stuff. And then another kid was a pro motocross guy. But all four of us hung out every day as kids, and we'd play hockey, or we'd go skate, or we'd go snowboard. We all kind of just supported each other. And then once, those guys kind of got into sports and whatever else, BMX was my thing. Like I had to keep going with it and doing it and never looked back. So it's kind of a weird demographic of like from some really weird town, Jackson, Wisconsin, no one's ever heard about, no one should ever go there. There's no reason for any of it. Like, it's the best people I know in my family. Like,
yeah, but it also, I think, you're definitely in the right place at the right time in terms of BMX growing in that part of the earth.
It blew my mind. Like on those magazines I stole from my elementary school, like one of the articles was like hotbeds of freestyle, and one of them was Oshkosh, Wisconsin. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like I've been through there. My parents have a cabin up in that place. Like, how is there BMX there? And then I distinctly remember my show teams got me into it. Like I was at Torque Center and saw the Haro. It was a Skyway and Haro freestyle team, same day, same show. Like I have posters with like Bob Haro and Ron Wilkerson and like all this stuff, right? And I remember seeing DeGroot and Frymouth and those dudes in parades. I think they just made money doing parades out there. And I'd look for them every parade, and I asked my mom, like, if there's a parade, we got to go. Maybe these dudes will be here. Maybe I wanted to see it because I didn't understand it. And like, I was a fat, chubby kid, and no one else rode BMX, so like, I just wanted to ride. And like, God bless my dear, sweet mother. Like, here's a good story. My mom had
Kranz.
Lindsay in high school. As a student. Yeah, my mom was a high school teacher.
Shout out to Mama Kranz.
Mama Kranz, God. I told her I was coming to you. One time, Catfish called my house. This was back in the day. This was back in the day of not having cell phones. You only call houses, right? And it went to answering machine. And if you know anything about Catfish, if you give him a chance to be recorded or have it. So he calls it. We were just on a trip out west doing something. I have no idea. And he's like, hello, we're looking for Micah Kranz. This is Fox World headquarters. We have footage of him breaking into the warehouse and stealing things. And my mom lost it. I had to try to explain to her. Like, Catfish would do this shit. Like, I used to have girlfriends, and when Catfish had his blog, he used to update a lot, and he'd have, like, pictures of girls playing Twister, like, scissoring. And, like, suddenly my girlfriends were like, what are you doing? I know what's going on. I know the website. Like, he would throw me under the bus so hard, as often as humanly possible. But, like, get mad at him. It was creative and it was funny. Like, it was just so fantastic.
Titties are tight.
All these
Titties
things,
are tight.
God, Tricky Vicky, let's talk about her. There's just so much from that
I
era.
haven't even thought of that woman
People
in years.
don't
That
know.
bitch kicked a
She
kicked a dent in the back of my car.
She broke your toilet fucking forth.
No. That's a whole different.
Oh, that's Changa. Oh my goodness.
You're
There's
thinking
so
about
many.
you're mixing.
There's so many.
But
There's
regardless, I'm
so
glad you brought
many.
her up. Shout out to the girl that put a dent in the back of my car. I didn't get it fixed. I did not get it fixed, and my car is here. Every day I see that damn dent in the back of my car, and I laugh. Fat ass. No offense.
I'm not taking. Oh, Jesus. This is the worst podcast. Why are we talking about BMX even? I mean,
What do you want to talk about?
You.
No, it's not about me. It's not my podcast.
Oh, this is
we're,
my
We're here
podcast?
to talk about you.
I don't know.
What do you like? What do you like about BMX?
What do you think
What do you
about-
think about the current state? Don't ask me a motherfucking thing. What do you think about the current state of BMX?
I'm interested in this new Nitro Circus contest that they have going out there. Interesting
We'll see.
take. People weren't doing anything. Like you announced a contest this weekend, and it was. So in my industry, like you said, like we also do events and things, and I'm providing entertainment for a lot of different areas. And I cut my teeth in Canada just going back and forth announcing shows and whatnot for monster truck shows, and we did freestyle motocross BMX primarily show because every little ho-dunk town in Canada has a semi-professional hockey team, and they need to fill those seats. They need to do something. I mean, here's a wild story.
They wouldn't let me bring drinks over, so I slammed a Jameson on the rocks, and now I'm back. It was towering. I think the bartender's into me.
But you didn't bring one for us.
I don't know what you guys were just talking about, but I'm back.
You didn't bring one for us.
No, they wouldn't let me.
We should have paused the podcast.
Pause
I bet you guys talked about some great stuff.
Podcast. Yeah, we got some good
And
stuff.
I looked
out
at
there.
Twitter.
Oh, there you go.
Something you can't do.
I know.
Unless you go to the browser.
Put my phone number out there and say add it to group chats.
What kind of music do you listen to?
Oh, it's super emo props music.
I knew he was going to say that. Still.
Fucking
Me and
loser.
Biz have the same
Jeez.
musical tastes.
Jeez.
I'm a product of my environment. I tried, man. Like when the podcast had like music in them, like I tried. Like I'm
You just don't like rap?
No, I do. I just
He raps. I
I
got
don't get
crazy
it.
tracks.
But I'm
with
not.
him.
I'm not good. I'm not.
You
talented, I
are
don't follow
good.
it.
You are fucking.
But what, you
awesome.
say you don't like rap, or you don't like a lot of rap?
I love rap. I just
You don't like the rap we
new,
listen to?
Yeah, the new
Yeah.
stuff. Just I don't get it. I turn my head a little bit and like I just.
To me, it's like a certain perspective. Like when I see old dudes getting mad at new bike tricks, or getting mad at new bike trends, or getting mad at rap, or getting mad at anything new, it's like I get it, because I probably would be there too if I wasn't invested in paying attention to pop culture and underground culture, and just, you know, I at a certain point in my life got into the mind state of observing it and being interested in it, even if I don't directly, like I just interviewed an EDM DJ. I don't listen to EDM.
Yeah.
But it's interesting to me because it's.
I
I
cannot.
love hearing the story of people coming up. I love that.
I cannot even like. It is so fantastic to not have social media. It is the most
the
open
fuck outta
thing.
here
But do,
with
what,
that.
ever
do you
done.
get
Outta
news
here
from
with that.
anywhere? Do you
Get
watch
outta
TV? You read the
Yeah, there's
newspaper?
a news app, and I plugged in a couple super liberal and then super.
What do you? What
Republican
you
sites,
got a
and I
web
just run with
crawler?
it.
What are you doing? You got a
Yeah,
flip
just
phone?
reading stuff. Dude, 2 days my phone lasts.
I mean, you can use social
2
media however
days.
you want. You could.
I don't use
You could
it at all.
have Twitter and follow the New York Times, and that's it, and that could be it.
I just made my first $1 on Vine.
I'm so happy.
1,500.
$1,500, but that's a lot for
That's
doing nothing.
just-
Well
I mean,
on his way to
You're
a million.
funny as shit.
But I'm so in the point of like I don't want to be in the limelight anymore either. Like I'm down to just.
You're a
Why not?
BMX announcer.
The limelight's
You're
great.
in the limelight.
You guys, you have to work, and I'm just fat and lazy.
I like.
Can
So,
that
I
be my
love
excuse?
social media.
And you're good at it, and keep
Constantly
doing it, and you're entertaining.
funneling my
and it's
brand into it.
excitement.
Who's your favorite porn star?
I couldn't tell you
probably
one porn
banged her.
star's name. Is that pathetic?
You ever?
No, you don't
seen
know one porn
footing?
star, male or female.
I followed James Dean for a minute.
Well, he's a rapist. Now. You might not have heard.
Motherfucker, we were gonna interview him. He was gonna be on the show.
Was he a rapist? Is that what happened?
No,
to him?
there's a huge scandal now where like 10 different girls are all accusing him of.
He's a porn star.
No, but they're
I'm not
saying that he
getting
would do it
involved.
like
I
worse,
got your back,
like
James.
really like.
I got your
No,
back.
I'm not
I
like
like
necessarily
James.
saying
Oh,
he's
whatever.
guilty, but
That was it.
they're
That's it.
saying
I was-
that he did crazy fucked up
I
shit.
don't know.
This girl,
Do you know what footing is?
yeah,
I just.
you know, me and James Dean are Eskimo brothers like 4 times over, but he-
Again, this
so
is
many
not about
questions. So
that.
many
I'm
questions.
sorry.
But
I'm sorry.
I just want to say that
everybody
I
out
was
there,
hanging out with a
I'm
girl the
sorry.
other day. She told me that he footed her.
Does anyone listen to these before they put them out?
Jeez,
Put
I'm
it-
sorry,
I did, yeah.
everybody.
And I never cut anything out either. I just let her run. I don't care.
Micah.
Is this worth putting out?
People love
Is
this
anything
shit.
even-
The more ignorant shit that I say, the more people will quote it on Twitter and love it. Ask me a question. Ask
Dude,
them a question.
I put people like I went to my group chats and like anything you want to talk about, and it's just clockwork of who and where they are. Like BMX board people like chat log I'm kind of in. Like, my God, just tore you to pieces. Like just insane.
Tore
Shout
me
out-
to pieces?
Shout out to my fantasy football chat log.
They tore me to
Fucking
I
pieces.
lost so
nerd.
bad.
Oh.
I don't
How
know
about
football.
a good Colin Winkleman story?
Oh, Colin. No, what a wonderful man. So we were just getting off the mega tour. I was on a mega tour with DK. Thank you so much for that opportunity.
Shout out to DK.
Yeah, good people doing fun stuff. I need a random wrench. I've been trying to order it so much.
Right now?
Dude, I know who you are. Like, I mean, I'll try, but
I'll get you a damn
you're a busy
random
man,
wrench.
dude.
I'll get you a
I'm not
random
gonna-
wrench. Anybody out there that
Anyway,
wants
just
anybody
say no.
wants a random wrench, follow me on Instagram.
add me to your group chats. Yeah, there we go. So we were just getting done, and it ended in Wisconsin, which was super handy. We just rented a van, but on the way, like, we were kind of doing really fun, like, let's sabotage each other's cars on, the trip, because that's what we do. And it was with Kink. Like, we ended up, and Colin's just ruthless about stuff. Like, if you're gonna challenge Colin, he's gonna win. Like, the end. So, like, they put powder in our like exhaust fan, so when you turn on the air conditioning, powder came up.
Oh, fuck.
So Colin fucking jacked up all the tires, took them off, put them under, took their jack, and drove away.
Holy shit.
Like super aggressive. And then we had fireworks, which obviously we were just shooting at each other the whole time. Like Colin and I got along super well. Like in the same way, like he really likes being entertained. So you came super close to him as well. But I'll never forget. We were like, I was by like my girlfriend's house at the time, and like I don't know, I got loose, and she was super religious, and like wasn't really know what we were doing. And I told Colin the story, and he's like, you know what you got to do, right? And I'm like, what? He's like, you just got to let loose sometimes. And he went, and we had one of those like gigantic roll of fireworks, like the ones that are just crazy. And he's like, where's the girl's house? I was like, right over there. And he went and opened up her dumpster and just put him in there, lit it, and ran, and just sat. And just I'm like, Colin, we got to go. Colin, we got to go. Like super liberal Republican Fond du Lac, like just they arrest for anything. They got to fill jails up there, and like. Yeah, Colin just ran it, and she came out, and Colin just berated her, and then we left and laughed the whole way home, and
That's awesome.
that was the end of that one, too. BMX has ruined my relationships. That's pretty exciting.
That's usually what it
Me
does.
too. My last girlfriend, I feebled her. It was over.
Feeble grinder.
Smith.
She was laying there in bed. I feeblesmithed her.
What else would you like to talk about? What else would you like to address?
About you people?
Ask us some shit if you really want to. I want to hear what your
you
questions
can
are
ask
for
a
me,
question,
yeah.
but if it's stupid,
He doesn't cut these out, so.
No,
No, he doesn't. No, I'm not talking. I'm not worried about it. I'm just worried about wasting the audience's
That's
time.
what I can't believe you turned the recorder. You're wasting that anyway. Anyway, do you want to talk about the current state?
Did we talk about your backflip yet in Mexico?
No.
This is where we're going to put this in. Ladies and gentlemen, this is
We
Micah
don't put
Kranz
clips in. You have to. He's always saying this, and it's not happening. It's not true.
I always think that the fucking podcast is like Snapchat because I always go like this. Like I'm going to add it in afterwards.
Like you're editing it. Yeah.
How are you so bad at your own show?
I used to put in a lot more clips, but honestly, like doing one a week is just I don't have time to fucking chop up YouTube videos
gotta
and put them
rip
in
it off
there. Yeah,
online.
it's a podcast. Hey, this is interesting. You're so I'm going to tell the people out there.
Yeah.
Micah hit me up a couple years ago. He said, "Hey, you should really do a BMX podcast." I said, "Nah."
Yeah, shot me down. He's like, you really think the kids are this and this?
I was like,
And I'm
"Kids aren't going to watch an hour-long interview." Blah blah blah. And
Look at us now.
fast forward a couple years. and I did it.
$250,000
Well,
every show.
like,
What's up?
I did a couple. Like I had a couple out there. I think I sent them to Catfish, and they were super good. But like the people's stories were just too gnarly. I couldn't release them.
Really?
It was really bad. And then the reason I went to you about it, I was like, exactly what we just talked about. No one can write in BMX, and
Right.
like you were the most well-spoken, well-writ human, and like I knew
Nice.
because of that, like you would transfer really well to this. And especially like, I mean, I saw you do a lot of like TV camera work, and like you kind of looked. Everyone's nervous on camera the first couple times, but like I knew you would come to this and do it well, and I'd hang out.
I do like doing this.
I hate Snapchat so
Fuck
much.
Catfish. Catfish is a pedophile. He's Snapchatting, yeah.
I hate him so much.
You're just mad. You have social media.
I know.
What do you hate about him the most?
It's just like everybody that I don't want to see me on Snapchat. He just definitely follows them on Snapchat.
This girl thing.
Leave me out of this.
Oh
Leave
my
me out of
God!
this.
girl
Let
thing.
it go,
I just
man.
know. I just don't want
is
it.
at the fucking door. You are in Los Angeles.
I love my life.
This guy's fucked 2,000 girls.
Not true.
Take you out. He can take you out.
2000. I wish I could get to that kind
What's
of.
your
life.
favorite
Amazing.
sexual position?
Oh, I'm celibate. I'm moving in with my mother, and I'm going celibate. So that's my new favorite.
Are you really
sexual
moving with your
position.
mom?
Absolutely. If she would have me, yeah.
Why?
I want out. I'm just completely, like I said, I'm just retracting back to every
So
day.
you don't want
regular
women
living.
in your life at all? You don't aspire to be in a relationship or anything like
I
that?
don't know. I guess when you try so hard for so long, it's just and it never works out. Is it worth it? I mean, what's so wrong with like my favorite documentary, if you ever have time, is called Alone in the Wilderness. All right, and it's basically about this guy that just builds a cabin in Alaska. Like you can still claim land there. So you can walk up there and like the entire thing, it's like a PBS special. And like he goes and gets rocks and like he builds his own tools out of the tools. Like he brought nothing with him. And it's the gnarliest hour-and-a-half documentary of this guy.
In the end, does he get eaten by a bear?
Dick Prenicky. No, he dies. A lonely old man
What's
in
the
the
bear's
woods.
name?
And that's
Bizzle?
exactly where I'm going. Whatever. We're going to Alaska, kids.
But so you'd rather just give up on the entire idea of dating women rather than try it and risk
Are
getting
you
hurt?
dating women or are you just fucking women, right?
I'm trying to date.
You're not dating anything.
Yes, I am.
Let's be completely...
Adam falls in love. Adam has like the 17-year locust.
One of
Like
the,
he only falls in love every
No,
17 months.
I'm seeing a girl right now that I like. Does that mean that I'm not fucking other girls? Hell no, I'm still getting it in.
See, yeah.
Like the fucking world is about to end.
I don't want-
because what if I do get in a relationship? I'm gonna wish.
What
that
do you
I-
want?
You know?
What do you want?
My mother...
What's up, Lindsay?
Lindsay. No, I want
Let me
my
fuck.
mother's... I want to build a pole barn at my mother's place. And...
a pull-up bar.
No, pole barn, pole barn. I have all these ramps. You see these ramps?
I was gonna say, I don't think you
can
can do a
move them
pull-up.
into positions.
He can
and
do
we
a pull-up, I
stunts
bet.
with them. Me?
You could do a pull-up.
There's not a chance in shit
No.
I can do a pull-up.
That'd be funny though if
You
you
would
got a
bring
pull-up
the
bar and
house
every
down.
day you just hung there and worked on it.
The house
swear to
would
God,
come down.
At these shows I'm doing, there's Marines there every day, and there's Marines at the pull-up bar, and I look at it, and everyone just looks at me, and everyone's under the same.
Bro, I could do like 4 pull-ups.
identification.
Let's talk about 9/11.
Oh god,
What's up? What's up?
don't do this to me.
You got 30 seconds.
I got no comment.
You got no comment. All right, we'll leave it
I'm
there.
back. I'm back.
We'll leave it
Dude, what's nice about me is like all I remember is your old shit because I follow both you guys on social media.
We're
You're the
nerds.
most entertaining people out there. So like,
Are we?
Are you voting? Stop talking about us. Are you voting? Are you voting?
only because I don't want Trump to win.
Okay,
Yeah.
what's your favorite cartoon?
Man, Rick and Morty.
First time eating ass.
That just got weird.
Best time eating ass.
How
First time eating Lindsay's ass. What up?
how many? I didn't even remember where I was going
I
with
don't
that.
know. I don't know. I mean, add me to your group.
Are you
who- how-
100% sure you're not gay?
Yeah.
Have
At
you
what
ever
point?
come
How old?
close? No. Okay.
He asked everybody that.
Thought about
That's a personal question. For
Thought
him,
about
not-
claiming
not
it a
about
couple
us.
times just to get out of scenarios.
Sometimes
like,
I think I would get less shit if I was gay.
right.
You are. You just.
Okay, here's my
There's
question.
nothing
like,
wrong with that. Just stop.
if I go celibate, if I go like completely asexual,
Stop
like none
saying
of it, can I
celibate.
claim gay
It's-
just to like have the use of the derogatory words that are super funny and no one's
Well,
allowed to
that's
say?
a good question. Can you claim gay
Can I? Yeah.
and
I'm
not,
not-
fuck
if I'm
guys?
doing
But just
nothing-
that's my preference.
Yeah.
Because I could say I'm straight, but I'm celibate, which would not be accurate right now. But if I was celibate,
So if I go that route, can I take it? I look like you guys told me I was the most handsome bear when I walked in here.
no, I just
Aggressively.
the idea of you in a gay club. I went with a girl one time, and we were at the movies, and there was a gay bar near there. We ended up going to
Yeah.
the gay bar. I saw a lot of guys who kind of looked like you,
Yeah.
big hairy guys.
And that's-
They're
and
called
they-
bears.
and they
My
seemed
dad
like
told me about them. My dad
yeah.
told me all about bears. They're like big
and they're in
guys
demand.
and they're
Yeah.
hairy.
A guy like you,
You're like a
maybe
bear.
not
You're
so
like a bear.
in demand in the heterosexual community, but would probably be a smash hit amongst the gays.
Okay, so that's the problem with this. Is like, you ever been hit on by a gay man before? Either one of you, I'm sure.
Oh, the other day, yeah,
That happens, right?
Yeah.
But like, you get hit on by gay men, they're probably like nice, attractive dudes with like Burberry sweaters on. Dudes that hit on me
No,
look
no, no.
exactly
I only
fucking
mess
like
with
me.
guys
Do you know
in
what it's like
V-necks.
getting hit on by someone that looks exactly like you?
That looks like it would be
It's
like a
the
good fight.
creepiest shit ever.
I would love that.
It's like, oh, sweet, you want to make out and then Greco-Roman wrestle? We're in the same weight class. We might as well just
But I
get it
thought
out
that in the
there.
gay community that like the bear like you, it would be like a little guy who wants to like crawl on top of you and fuck you.
Does he ever give you the wild questions ever in your
Yeah,
life?
we do it all the time.
Okay, one of the most memorable he ever gave me, all right? You can be a super big millionaire, right? As the biggest model ever in the world, okay? But it's only like to be towards pedophiles. So you'll be like holding like a lollipop and have like a little dress on or whatever. But you're huge and you don't have to be like in that community. You don't have to, you can fuck whoever you want, do whatever you want.
Oh, so you're super famous, but the only people who
Only-
like you are pedophiles.
Yes, but kind of like how Christians can like, get behind the TV.
But even if
celebrities,
every
like, but it's
pedophile was
that.
into me, like how many fucking legitimate pedophiles are there? Would I have more followers as a smash hit in the pedophile community than
I don't
as a
know.
BMX
Think of like
blogger?
how big like teen porn is. It could be just teen gay porn, and
I'm gonna go out on a limb right here and say that I hate you right now, and I hate you right
No, but that is a good question. Would you like be happy if you all of a sudden got 100,000 followers and they were all gay dudes and every single comment they post they were just commenting like I
Yeah.
want to fuck you?
Right.
Would you be hyped to like be like famous in that community as well as whatever
What
fame
people
you
need to
have now?
remember about this
yeah,
is like
sure.
we've been friends for like 15, 20 years. So
We
like,
ran out of a lot of normal stuff to talk about.
but not even that. It's like we've stretched the like PC code of like what you can talk about then we can talk about now. So like a lot of the stuff we bring up probably isn't the most PC now, but back in the day, like Eminem was dropping bombs all the time, and it was going crazy. Like it's a different time.
If there are gay dudes out there who are gonna like me enough to buy OSS shirts and possibly click the thumbs up on our videos,
would you do it?
Hey,
absolutely do.
You're
it.
welcome. I've gay friends. Yeah, why not? Yeah. Shout out to Sean. There's a dude named Sean that Began's been hanging out with. Began's gay. Well, Began's not gay, but he hangs
I just
out
met
with
him this
Began.
weekend.
Sorry,
Vegan?
everybody.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I was at Maloof's house.
He's gay.
Shout out to Maloof.
Okay.
All those homies.
What's the weirdest thing you've ever seen in your life?
It's like Catfish is opposed to a good conversation here. Let's just talk about Bizzle.
Yeah, bring him up. Let's
True or
go.
false? You've been mistaken for Bizzle before.
Yeah, I've been called Bizzle. I don't know the dude. I've never met him. I mean,
I'm not
can
going
you
to
just
give
say
him.
what you? I mean, you.
I'm not
you
gonna.
phrased
I'm
it
not
so perfect.
trying to
Yeah,
give him
Bizzle
any
is
shine.
a crazy person,
That
and you
like,
brought him into our lives by appreciating the fact that he's funny and he's crazy, and then he goes to do this cross country ride.
And I was behind him on the cross country ride.
And then he started cheating on the ride, fine. And then he did not raise any money, used all the money that he was trying to raise to buy Dairy Queen. And then
exactly.
and now you hate him, but it's like he was
I don't hate him.
already crazy.
I know, but he had good intentions, and I explained to him you can't let people down because this is like in
How
our
is that
friend's
true, though?
name.
You can let
And
people
then-
down. Being
well,
friends
but-
with somebody
no,
is all
I'm
about
telling him, like,
understanding.
there's a lot riding on this. Don't fucking prove all these people wrong, especially the fact that you know that's what makes me the most mad about it is that like the BMX community is so fucking awesome. We talk shit on it so much, but when you have things that happen like what happened to Stephen Murray and what happened to Mikey and what happened to Mad Dog, those are the times when BMX comes together. And I step back and I'm like, holy shit, there's dudes in fucking Guatemala that are throwing jams for Mikey, somebody they'd never met. Like that like tugs at my heart, and that's BMX. And for somebody like this to take advantage of that, the good-heartedness of BMX
But
riders,
you never thought he was going to complete the ride in the first
I
place.
thought he was going to
You said
die
he
in the
was gonna
desert,
die.
but I didn't want him to fucking cheat. If,
That's
not
why
like
I
you were-
followed him. Because
if you die in the desert, it's different.
You were never optimistic
At
about him
least-
completing the ride.
At least bring up
I
Frankie.
bought him his last dinner.
For the
on
record, for
way
all the
out.
people out here who don't know, our friend Joe Bills, aka Wild Bizzle, he was attempting to do a cross-country bike ride to raise money for a guy named Frankie Blue that he apparently knew that was a
He
rider.
knew him. He knew him.
R.I.P. Frankie.
Rest in peace,
That dude is
Frankie,
awesome.
yeah.
I've heard
At
from a
least-
lot of people. Rob Darwin was just telling us that
Seriously.
Frankie was an amazing dude and that he was kind
He
of
was so
bummed that Bizzle
BMX,
might have
like,
sort of tarnished
dude.
his legacy with this crazy
Gets
ride.
shredded too.
I don't know.
No,
I
it's just
didn't
whatever.
Know
You know, I'm not
going
gonna give him any more shine. It's just don't fucking take advantage of BMX. And if you're gonna fucking do it, I'm gonna call you out. If I see it, I'm gonna call a spade a spade.
Bizzle tried to
Don't
commit
take
suicide by
advantage
jumping
of
off a 5-story roof.
I
he
can't
said.
believe you flinched him on that shit. I saw it on social media. Like some of the last stuff I saw was him trying to commit suicide.
My
Like,
last
you like
straw was-
screenshot it, put it on Twitter. So
I
like,
did.
dude,
I was like, this is.
My
straight,
last
do what
straw.
you won't.
My last straw was
He
when
jumped
he
off
said,
a 5-story building and didn't get hurt. Come on.
I just
and he
lost
also
it.
rode 200 miles in
a
one
day.
day on a BMX bike.
He really tried to pass that off. Yeah. 200 on a BMX bike.
Let me say that one more time. He tried to claim that he rode 200 miles in one day on a BMX bike.
And the other funny thing about all of it is that he planned the ride really badly. Like he didn't look into like where he would be able to ride. He just put it in Google Maps and like ended up on a ton of roads that you're not allowed to ride on. And so like the cops would show up and kick him off the road. And he constantly bitching about his phone dying. But the thing is he's making these videos of him selfie style talking to the camera all the time, and he's using the GPS. He doesn't have a map. He's on the highways.
Yeah.
It says 800
And he hasn't
miles.
lost any weight. He's the first person in the history of the world to ride a bicycle over 2,000 miles and actually get fatter.
But I still, at the end of the day, like you convinced me to like Bizzle, and
Yeah.
now even as fucked up as what Bizzle has done
That's
might
what.
be,
That's the best
you
part.
convinced me to give a shit about him as a human being, and now I can't just be like fuck you, Bizzle, which
right.
you are so
That's-
comfortable
well,
doing.
That's the fun, and I'm
Exactly.
glad that you said that because there's so many fucking people. This motherfucker put my phone number on Facebook.
But you
put
did
it
it
on-
to him first.
No. I
Add
never
me and
did
Catfish
that.
to
I
your
never
group
did.
chat. Let me get his number.
His whole beef is he thinks that the fake Twitter account is me, and
It
it's,
is.
It's not me.
Yes, it is, and so is the
not.
fake Instagram.
It's not me. The fake Instagram is Biz. We
I-
know that. We know
Yes,
that.
but okay, but who's running the Twitter?
I have no idea. I can show you my phone. I have
It
conversations.
tweets at me like every day talking about you.
I have full-on conversations with him in my private.
Nigel retweeted the fake Bizzle the other day.
Regardless, let's not talk about Bizzle anymore. He's a fucking piece of shit. He stole a bunch of money. If
Shout out
he gives
to
the money,
Bizzle.
if he gives the money to fucking, if he gives the money to Frankie's family, he's up to
Bizzle,
$3,000.
I fucks with you.
I will fucking make a public apology. Give the money back. A lot of people fucking donated money to for you to fucking
Here's the
ladder
thing
Did
about
you
video.
donate
Bizzle.
any money? Did you donate money?
Yeah, I give $75 fucking dollars.
That's
I
nice of
didn't.
you.
I did not donate.
No.
Just for the record, Bizzle is a real trap lord. Bizzle he sells drugs. He has
even
drugs
remember what I was
sometimes. He
doing.
got kicked out of his apartment building because he let 2 crackheads fuck a girl on the porch to his apartment.
That's
So he got
funny.
kicked out.
This is what you wanted right here. This is what you wanted.
This
This
is
is
what
how
I
Adam
wanted.
twists things
This is
around.
what I wanted,
It's
yeah.
true.
No, 2 crackheads. What he meant to say is 2 professional BMX riders.
Oh, Biz told me that it was just random junkie
No,
dudes.
no.
Oh, so it's people I would know. Yeah. Wow. Okay. We're gonna have to say that later. Say it right now. I'll edit it out.
He said he doesn't edit. I don't know if you know that.
No, I do.
Run it.
I edit little things.
Craig Pissarro and Charlie Crumlin.
I wish. Imagine. I'm going to ride and hang out with them tomorrow. You gonna come
Shout
hang
out.
out in Long Beach?
I could do that. Does anybody have glasses? Anybody have glasses on? I could do my Craig Pissarro impression.
Adam's magic drawer.
Okay. This doesn't really work, but see, no, I'm not gonna do it. It's not about me. It's
No,
this is
more-
you. No, I'm trying
more
to
you,
entertain.
more you.
I see. I'm the consummate entertainer. I always want to
So-
give
I
people
know.
the
Well,
most. What else do people want to know? What do you guys want to know about Micah?
Catfish.
Ask us
How
some
much do you
questions.
weigh,
Seems like
Micah?
you wanna
Can we
ask
ask you how
us
much
shit,
you
yeah.
weigh?
I'm 300 plus.
300 plus, and you can still do backflips.
Yeah.
You ever thought
That's
about losing weight?
What's up?
No.
No, you've never dieted or tried.
No.
Why? You just totally comfortable in your own skin?
Yeah. I'm pretty hyped on me.
But what about
he's
like
so
from a health
warm.
aspect?
Oh yeah, because that's a concern. I mean,
You don't care?
no.
Why?
No.
Do you feel totally healthy?
Longevity's for assholes.
So you don't plan on living a long life?
No. Do you?
Yeah.
On purpose?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I want to be old for sure. I have so
Really?
much shit
I'm
I
gonna
wanna
be
do.
old with this one. We're gonna have a peanut butter and jelly restaurant, gourmet. But no, keep going. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm very concerned with living a while now because I feel already like fuck. Like I'm only like 32, and it's like I feel like I just started doing
The downhill slope? Yeah.
stuff that I
That's
want to
where it
really,
goes.
really do.
Yeah.
You know, and so I need more time. I got to live as long as possible.
I'm out here killing it. I don't know what the fuck. You
Am
guys
I going to
talking
be able to
about.
be a good podcaster at 50? I don't know. Am I going to want to still do that at 50?
If you take my advice and stop talking about yourself, we
No, I like this. This is exactly where I wanted to go.
Yeah, talk to me.
Right where we need to go.
I like.
Right where we need
Tell
to
me
go.
more. I want to hear more about your nutrition. I heard you're the 3rd best kickboxer in long.
Jiu-jitsu is get it right. The 3rd best jiu-jitsu.
Dude, I want to start doing jiu-jitsu again. I've been thinking about it lately, but my
Rear
back,
naked
my
choke
back's all
catfish
fucked
right
up.
now.
No,
Put something-
no, no,
kill
no,
him.
no.
We could sell it to that stupid company you're talking about.
No, if I died, then I couldn't use the. You can't. I can't.
If I
make
made
money.
him tap out on camera, how G would that be?
That'd be say uncle.
Oh, I
say
should get
Mate.
a-
I
I
watch
should get a-
Bloodsport on every airplane.
I should get a
ride. There's something
jiu-jitsu
on that.
guy on No
Who's your
Jump.
favorite stand-up comedian?
Doug Stanhope.
Good call.
You ever hear him?
Hi with Doug. You? Oh,
No, different dude. That's Doug Benson.
oh, right. Because the
Doug
last
Stanhope.
the
He's
dude.
just this drunk degenerate from fucking Arizona.
So you drink a lot?
Not at all.
Never.
I mean, yeah, I said some beers
Socially.
over there. Yeah,
Socially.
like I'm kind of dude. Like either we turn it on or we turn it off. Like beer sucks.
But you like weed?
a party.
Yeah.
At party.
do.
5 best riders to ever come out of Wisconsin.
Brian, MF, and Kaczynski. First of all,
Shout to BK.
that dude's sick. Brendan Harris. That dude's real good.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to the surgeon.
Yeah.
Brian Kaczynski's marrying a surgeon. Maybe not marrying, but dating.
Shout out to Bullet Holes.
Dusty Horton.
That's the second time Dusty Horton. That's the
Come
second time Dusty Horton's come up this week. He rides with Kevin Peraza at his local park in Arizona.
How to be the man.
Random. I
How to
saw
be
clips
the
of him.
boss.
All right, who else?
How to buy the
2 more.
JJ Flaherty.
Ooh. I bet I know who the last guy is going to say.
Yeah, Dave Fryman.
He just breathed into my ear. I didn't even hear anything. I have the
What
earphone
about
right
6?
in there.
If there was 6.
DeGroot, right? 7? Do you want to keep going? I mean,
I was going to say Michael.
oh, dude.
Shout out to Michael Laren.
See, it's just a hard 5 riders ever. Like,
Yeah, that's
You know who
fair.
was a bronze medalist? Like Michael Laren. Like, he's the best story. Like, I was trying to bring him in here to get him. You need to talk to him.
Yeah,
You
he would be good. He lives in San Diego. We can get
Oh
him
my
on.
God, the most like gnarliest story living out of his Jeep to doing shows. Like we used to eat like chip sandwiches and shout out to Little John. Like
Hell
that
yeah.
dude taught me how to be kind of a scrounge.
Hey,
Live
who
life
do you
a little
hate in
different.
BMX? Give me some names.
I don't know. You gonna drop some, or is this all about me?
Whoa, he's playing this game right
I know.
here.
Like, see, this is why I wanted you here because I
I'm
knew
not
he'd
in this.
I knew he'd
I
be
am
like,
not
oh,
in
here's
this
some straight
shit.
up stuff. I
I'm
don't know.
not in this shit.
I'm kind of not happy with a dude that took the name of my company and named his company after it. So I mean, that's an easy one.
Okay.
And it's funny because the more I talk about this particular individual. Like
Clint Millar from Division.
yeah,
and
like
calling it.
more people are like, this dude says one thing and does other stuff all the time. And like I've been trying to hit him up and trying to talk to him, and like he blocked me and everything. And
Really? You never got to have a conversation with him?
Well,
No, it came out-
you've been known to. You probably said some stupid shit first.
well, I said some funny shit too.
No,
Thank you.
Funny.
If it's funny, it should
stupid.
count. I wish BMX got that. Just
I
rule
like
number
Clint.
one.
I got no issue with
BMX is
Clint.
tight, and then number two, we also don't work. You're not.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I get along with anyone that doesn't have money involved with it, but the minute you start, like, it sucks because I'm sitting at, like, people hit me up like, hey, man, I bought your seat. Like, I'm really excited to help you out. Yeah, and it's like, no, that's not me. Like,
Does that happen like a lot?
A lot.
Really?
A lot, yeah.
Damn.
And he completely shit on my dream of ever having a hard parts company. Like, even if I just did pegs, I'd be hyped to do, like, little stuff. Like, I like doing lighters. Like, it's a little show company with a bunch of stuff, and I love doing neat stuff with my friends. And, like, he took the name, and he is making money off it, whether it's admitted or not. And, like, the minute it happened, like, I could have went international lawyer with it, but like I'm not a suey kind of person. Like,
Yo,
I've
we
had a
got
couple
homies.
opportunities.
We got good lawyers, man. Let's get this fucking
could.
football thing fixed. The goalpost thing. You could. We could.
I'm so bummed. Again, like you don't shit on BMXers. Like we're such a small group of people, and like I remember growing up, and if you had skate shoes on, like I was going to talk to you. I wanted to know what you're about, what you did. Like
So obviously he didn't know that you had.
Yeah, see, do you not have Google? You run a complete professional BMX company. You don't Google the name first. I own everything, all the divisionbmx.com, Division BMX, anything.
So you think he knew and just went ahead with it anyway?
I'm sure he just said that. I get it. Like it's a stunt team, no one's going to give a shit, and sure, that's fine. But I'm absolutely not. No.
Did you have any
incorporated-
relationship
yeah.
with Clint before?
Yeah, absolutely. We met him a couple times. We was cool. Like we emailed. Like he hooked up Fryman. So like I was supported. Like if you support Dave, I'll support you. Like it was one of those things. And then all of a sudden like Division brand popped up, and I'm like, hey, this is inappropriate. Like I'm willing to sue. And he's like, well, if you want to come after me, do what you got to do. I'm like, you motherfucker. Like I don't want to do it. And he's like, yeah, I'll give you guys parts. And I'm like, oh, you're gonna give a stunt team street parts. Like I don't need hub guards when we're jumping 8-foot box jumps. Like, you know, like let's be completely honest. So you just shit all over my dreams and. You made it another stupid. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, but he's not doing anything different with it. It's the same street team every street team has. Like, if it was something cool, maybe I'd get behind it. Like, yeah, let's try to promote it. But that's my beef. Like, you don't have Google. You don't start a company and like, I should see if someone else is doing something in this industry. You know, how hard is it?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, it would be hard to think that he could. Because obviously, wait, do you own divisionbmx.com?
yeah, I did own it, and then I let it expire. Went somewhere else, so I went .net because. ONSOMESHIT.net was, you know.
ONSOMESHIT.net. Someone should go get that. We definitely do not own
God,
that.
take off that splash page. That just annoys me so much.
What splash
Anyway,
page?
no.
Oh, and the come up?
Yeah, it just ruins me.
No, it is gone soon. Yeah.
Is it? Thank
Yeah.
God. I remember you telling you when you're like, well, idiot, put a direct link. And I'm like, no. Tell me how to do my
I
internet.
refuse to type /BMX.
Yeah, not interested. Yeah, the mountain bike stopped tag working, so I figured I'd do something.
What BMX websites do you frequent?
BMX.cc.
Hell yeah! Shout out to Jason Sutchin.
What is that? I don't even know what that is.
This
Oh,
dude
like
once
when
told me his goal was to have 2 women pregnant at the same time. What
the
like
Same.
that was like his goal. Like I
Does he
just
still?
want 2
Does he still?
women.
He owns a skate park
TRP,
still.
yeah.
There's 2 women here right now. I want to get them both
Yo,
pregnant.
you girls want to
Ladies.
get pregnant?
Ladies.
You both look like you probably couldn't
I've been-
handle motherhood.
I've been offering him like
Both of you look like you have dirty wombs.
Ladies.
I've been offering exterior UTI infections if anyone's interested.
Jesus.
It's get aggressive.
How big's your dick?
Ginormously inappropriate.
Is it huge? Have you seen it?
Yeah.
How is it?
Nice. Thick.
Really?
Thick.
Compared to yours?
Tiny.
Does Catfish have the biggest dick you've ever seen?
Stop talking about this. Oh my gosh. What's your
No.
favorite movie?
Chris-
What's your favorite movie?
Shout out to Chris A. Strike. Take that.
What's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie? Oh, Jesus. Rad. I watched Rad when I was a kid.
Hell yeah, we just had Bill Allen on that.
I watched
Yeah.
Rad for the first time like 2 months ago.
Did you make it through all 2 hours?
Rad's tight.
It wasn't easy, but I did, yeah.
Did you go butt sliding?
Ass sliding. Get it right, dude.
I'm gonna be honest with
I do
you.
kid
I
shows.
can't sit through movies. Like it's torturous. Like I
He's
can't.
really
do
good
it.
at Tetris, though.
Sometimes I like to try to watch movies, and it doesn't really work. It's so hard for me to do it. Even
like-
a TV show, 30 minutes, it's torture.
My favorite shit, if there's a girl I'm interested in, because I don't just like run through them and I tell I'm one of those like weird, affectionate.
You're gay, yeah.
I mean, come on, man. Like Shakespearean literature, put some shit together here. You know, like I love
He's
that
a
stuff.
smooth
Yeah, I don't know, like,
operator over here.
To the point of I don't want to deal with
He's
humans
educated.
anymore.
He's
Whatever.
well-spoken,
But when
warm,
I'm interested in a girl, and I definitely
brave.
did it with her. Do you remember watching Gummo with me? The first scene in Gummo, they just drowned 2 cats in a 50.
Shout out to Chase Hawk.
No, fuck. that's not even the point. Like, it's a gnarly movie. And
It is.
if you want to fuck with somebody, make them watch it. And just, when they're asking you questions, like, what does this mean? Where does this go? Don't answer it. And just see how they react. It's like a great social experiment. So if I'm interested in a girl, like, we're watching Gummo. And if you ask any of my girlfriends, like, yeah, well, first off, I think I'm an idiot. And then secondly, we've watched Gummo.
If I'm seeing a girl, I make her watch gay porn with me, and I'm like, this is what I'm into. What do you think?
I'll never forget, like in stunt team stuff, a lot of the young kids are like the heavy
Watching
hitters,
gay porn?
you know? Like, no, it's like just heavy hitting, you know? Like, the young kids, they want to do flip whips, they want to do front flips. Like, they're the best show riders you could possibly have out there. But I forget, like, we're an older class of dudes, right? So, like, we're doing things that aren't exactly the most status quo stuff. And I was definitely watching porn one time with a friend of mine that was a girl. And this kid Jake walked in the room and was just shocked, like, just whoa.
How old is he?
He's 22. Shout out to Jake.
He's 22 and is shocked by a man watching porn.
But with a girl in public, in our living room, like in our house, like it was just. I mean, for some people that's awkward.
When you get on the OSS team, it's like you just went to war. Like you just find out about all the horrible atrocities of things that men do. You know, you get acquainted to it real quick.
Yeah. You should do a contest to get on the OSS team virally.
Yeah.
You can't.
And-
You
and-
got to get scabies.
We should do a contest
Dude,
where
we used to call ourselves the West Scabies, the Milwaukee East Scabies 7.
Oh, you ever have scabies?
Oh yeah, fuck
Me
yeah! I
too.
tour for a living, man, at parties. I have
How many
so
times
many
do you have
wild
it?
stories. We got it one time through Canada, but a great scabies story is
Adam is in my phone.
I
It's
was on
Adam
a-
20 scabies.
I was on a Mayhem tour. I used to do some like promotional announcing and stuff. And one of the things I did was for Harley Davidson. I did a bunch of like videos and stuff for him. But they sent me on Mayhem Fest, which is like the metal version
Right,
of
yeah. Warped Tour,
whatever, right?
Yeah.
But you get to meet band members. The marketing thing was this thing called the Golden Horse, and it was like this traveling bar. It was super good, and like all these bands would hang out, and I got to announce it. And they're like, "Here, say funny shit. Here's a microphone. Do what you got to do," right? So it was super good. So I got to meet all these bands, and like one of the bands was this gnarly Norwegian band of just painting their face white and big crazy trench coats and stuff. But
Trench coats.
the trench coat, sorry,
Trench coat, but it's pouring rain.
No,
so
but it was
they're
always really
drenched.
hot, so it was like drenched and wet. So it was a trench coat, whatever. It
was a trench
But
coat.
the drummer rode BMX. Rode BMX. He bought a bike. Actually, shout out to Albies. I got them a Slayer. Slayer's guitarist got a Kink Gap XL. Shout out to give them
King.
two.
Shout out to J-Ro.
Yeah. Shout out to Flip and Albies and fucking Day and all those people. But so the guy rode BMX, so I got him some parts from things, and he's like, "Hey, come hang out on the tour bus or whatever, right?" And we're chilling, and they had like the gnarly good tour buses, right? And
Wait,
we're
but
just
you get somebody like free parts just because they're in a band?
no, they paid for them. I just
Oh,
hooked them up
okay,
through Albies, gave them a little discount and stuff.
People ask me, like, can you help me get a bike? I'm like, no.
Bring up Ellie with an eye. Where are
He's
you at?
crazy.
On that? God, you are so bad at your job.
I'm not talking about me, but
Anyway.
He's
talk,
high.
whatever.
He's high right now on
Yeah,
drugs,
got him.
PCP.
So anyway, we're in this thing, and this girl walks in. This obviously stripper, super short thing, right? And it was her and this like bigger bouncer dude. So obviously it was like some prostitute or whatever. And
pimp.
she turns around, lifts her skirt, and it's just a glass butt plug just sitting in there. Like you just saw like
fucking
you just
hot.
saw the end of the nub just hanging out, right?
And she just showed you.
And she just, like, we were all sitting there, like, the band was there, and I was sitting on the table, and she kind of just did it and lifted her skirt up and just showed it. And, like, the minute that happened, I'm like, man, man, that thing's going to come out, and I bet it's going to smell. So I just didn't want to be in that little tour bus or whatever. Thank God I went. Because
You thought she was about to take it out?
Yeah, well, I assume that's what was happening in that
So a
instant.
girl
You're not-
was
you're not-
about to-
You're not showing it to not play with it, right?
But
It's
so
like, oh,
you're
this is
a
happening.
girl was in the room and she had a big thing in her butt and she
Yeah.
was about to take it out and just do some other shit with it.
Yeah.
And you were like, I gotta get out of here.
Well, she wanted to fuck the entire band. Like, she was kind of already making out with,
I
like,
would watch
the
her fuck the
guitar
whole
tech and
band. That would be great. Yeah, it sounds funny.
Anyway, she gave
gonna
everybody.
throw up. I
She
might
gave
throw up.
everybody scabies. The entire bus had to get quarantined.
Her shit ass
All of it,
scabies.
everything, yeah.
She had scabies in her ass. I've
Oh
never heard of
my
that
God.
before.
I didn't get it from there,
We're
but I
making
was there.
podcast history right now.
Imagine having a butt plug and scabies at the same time.
Oh, imagine having a butt plug with scabies on it. What do scabies even look like?
little
Do they
bugs.
bite?
They're
around.
invisible though. They're so small.
What's tight is you got to get a girlfriend with insurance. So if you get scabies, she can get the soap you need. It's a 24-hour thing. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, why you need insurance? It costs like fucking $20.
Man.
I did that. I sat around in my fucking house with that cream all over my body when I got scabies.
Milwaukee East scabies.
Yeah, it was like 50
Shout out to the scabies.
I spent
I
like
had
12
ringworm.
hours in my bed.
I've
with
had
that shit.
ringworm before.
Oh, you got a wrestling injury?
That's a wrestling.
Oh.
That's a
I got
wrestling
ringworm.
thing.
Yeah, yeah. That's not even a big deal. That's
Nah,
like
that's not-
it's so easy to get.
I
It's
might
so
have
easy
it
to
right
get rid of.
now, and I don't. But
Ringworm sounds bad because it sounds like it's a worm.
I think I'm getting osteoporosis.
you should see yourself right now.
I am. I'm like hunched over, right?
I
How
don't
was
have
that
AIDS.
rack? You have a good time out there?
don't
This
have
isn't
AIDS.
about me, Micah.
I don't have AIDS.
What's your favorite fast food, Micah?
All of it?
You love it?
Taco Bell?
All of
You a
it.
fan of Taco Bell?
No, Morgan introduced me to this Genghis Grill place that's in the South. Oh, my God. You get a bowl, and you put stuff in it, and it's
McDonald's or Burger King?
Burger King.
What do you get at Burger King?
Chicken fries.
That's
What
it.
is your diet like in general?
Meat, cheese, bread.
Aggressive.
Just everything?
Aggressive. That's what you're about
meat,
to
cheese,
say.
bread. Meat, cheese, bread. That's about what it goes to. You're so interested in nutrition. Why?
No, I'm interested because I feel like usually when a dude is fat, he feels weird about being fat. He wants to lose weight, but he's a pussy and he can't. So I'm very interested in the fact that you said that you just didn't care, because I'm a person I was never like hugely fat, but I always like didn't
But
want to be
Micah's
fat.
testament to like personality is everything.
Yeah.
You know,
I just don't give a
like-
fuck what you think of me. If you're looking at me and you go left with it, like I don't want to hang out with you anyway.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
if that's your first way, like I'm really big into like patterns and seeing people, and like if I can just kind of nudge it out of the way. Like if you're gonna judge me, eventually like that guy's fat, he can't do anything. Like just get out of here.
You ever jerk off while driving?
Do you know how long I drive with trailers and stuff? Absolutely. That's how you stay awake, man. A lot.
I've done it too. I mean, I guess in your position, it's probably more.
You're with a trailer, you're driving 32 hours by yourself, and you have another 6 hours before you can sleep, and you're nodding off. And how many more Red Bulls can you throw down your?
You need a Tenga, is what you need.
I don't know. A flashlight, maybe.
It's like a flashlight only, but they sponsor BMX riders.
Oh, yeah. You know, I won a flashlight at a comedy show one time, and I never used it.
I was with you.
Yeah.
I was with
Because
you.
you know what it was? The guy on stage, he goes, all right, we've got, it's like a comedy club attached to like a fucking sex shop. And they're like, oh, so first person to throw a condom on stage wins this fleshlight. And I was literally had my hand in my jacket, hand on a condom. Fucking threw it off. I won it. I never used it. I think Chris Long might have thrown it away when I moved or something.
Man.
Somebody fucked it. It wasn't me.
I think it was
guarantee
Kareem.
Oh, if Kareem fucked it, I would
Either of
banish
you
it to a wasteland.
talked to Liz Jizz lately? When's the last time her name was brought up?
No, we were just talking about our BFF on here, though.
I just saw the BFF on like some Juggalo
Yep.
TV.
Yeah.
Like,
I saw that too.
I'm just saying, it's Adam Tutu, and then just. What do you
Who's
do?
your favorite porn star?
It was downhill
know-
for me,
I don't
like
know
the part
him.
where she became rich and famous. It was that was still somehow downhill
I don't know. Is that really what's so important?
In
What's your
LA,
favorite
yeah.
animal?
Why
What's
are
your-
you here?
What's your favorite animal?
to get rich and famous.
I like dinosaurs.
That's a good
I
animal.
have pterodactyls. tattoos.
Favorite animal. Let's span all of time.
How do you think? I don't know.
Where do you see yourself in
Your
5 years?
parameters.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Diabetes.
Jerking off on
The
stage.
diabetes.
Would you tell like the young riders that you work with? Would you tell them about this podcast and let them listen to it?
They're
or
all fully aware. Shout out to the division, dude.
Oh yeah! Shout out to all the
You guys
homies.
are awesome. You guys know them. You love them.
what do they think of me?
Of you?
And him.
Dude, they're all ramp riders. You don't give a shit, and they don't give a shit.
What
They
do you?
don't care about the come up, the ramp
no,
riders?
they do. They absolutely. They watch it, but like, there's a lot of different demographics. Like,
Yeah.
We're
Well,
not,
the
we're
other
not going
thing-
to watch a street edit and then go ride 4 seasons.
Right,
Shout out
but
to
but the
Four
other thing, yeah, shout out to Four Seasons. But
I've never known a park rider.
Well, that's the thing. That's why it's interesting, because Mike is one of the few
just
people
kidding.
that's in the position where, some kids are not into park riding at all. But Mike is in a position where if he goes to a city and there's a dope ass park rider, he can hire that kid to
And
do shows.
I
That
do
is nice,
a lot.
yeah.
I always leave one pay slot for local because that's an important part of the shows. Is like show people they can do that here. Like you don't have to live in California. Like how big was that in your life, Catfish? When you're like,
Oh, for sure.
I don't have to be in
That was-
California to do this. This is fantastic. But now I was in the winter and we learned of skate parks and stuff. So to be like, oh, this like Zach Warden's a great example. If I'm in St. Louis, like I want him because he builds scenes and he has someone to follow and like he does really, he throws his own jams. Like get with this kid to build the scene. Like and that's why I love shops. Like my bike is every sticker is just a shop sticker. Like
yeah.
I want like that's so important to build. Build a place for people to go, get good guidance. Tell kids, like talk shit to kids, but nurture them in that way. Like I know it's kind of a hard way to come up, but it's the best way.
Don't
to
bang
come
them.
up. Yeah,
Don't
don't
bang the little kids.
don't fuck children. That's a great goal to have in your life.
Lindsay.
Just fuck the eyes for like an hour.
Just
and a half.
harassing her off camera. She can't respond because she has no mic.
I asked her if she wanted a mic. I'm like, you want to get in? And she's like, there's no fucking way.
I'm not banging her though. I'm not gonna do it.
Proud of you. Or bang. I don't fuck who gives a
It
shit.
would be kind of
Michael,
cool.
what else would you like?
It'd be
to
cool
talk
because I could
about?
talk about it with my friends.
What do you think people want to know about you? You've been in the industry for quite some time. You're funny. You've obviously got longevity. You're still killing it.
I don't know.
You're putting a lot of money in BMX riders' pockets in a day and age where that's very, very rare.
I just want it to be so like BMX is so selfish. Everyone's out for themselves. No one's really doing anything for anyone else. Like that super bums me out. Like my whole life I've not even been brought up to do it, but I just kind of like the minute I got my license, I bought a minivan to get as many people to come with me as possible because I wanted to share the fun. Like it was so much. I mean, I really like being alone at the same time, but I like people around me. I like entertaining. I like, there's always room for one more. Like, shout out to John Wells. Like, that was instilled in me as a young kid. Like, bring more, bring more, bring more. And it was always more fun with more people. And even sure, it was more hassles, but like, you learn more about people and more about yourself and what you can do at those points. So, I I don't know. I always want to hire people. I always want to get people involved. I want people just to be conscious that like you're debuting BMX to people. Like when you're at skate parks and you start throwing trash or smoking cigarettes, like you look like an asshole. Stop doing that. Like respect where you are. And the problem is it's all young
Don't
kids.
smoke cigarettes
you know?
in front of kids.
Well, try to do something that like to benefit it. Like there's a lot of moms that are coming to this store
conscious,
to buy
be
shit.
Seems kinda
be
unrealistic.
conscious of what's around.
You tell Stevie Churchill not to smoke a cigarette in front of kids. He ain't
Stevie
going.
Churchill, whatever. He shouldn't. That kid shouldn't be at that plaza. That kid should be learning to ride transition anyway, right? I mean, let's be honest.
I just don't think smoking cigarettes is that bad. I mean, that's just real. That's real life.
Whatever.
I just think stuff
dated
stuff
people
like
with
that
kids that
hurts
just gets
will hurt
ruined.
a rider's overall image.
Yeah, like
as
then
opposed
moms.
to somebody that doesn't.
Who
do
cares? Be yourself. Fuck an image.
that. I know, but I mean, at this day and age, if you want to make money in BMX,
I hate the fact that people in BMX can get away with saying shit like care about your image. Who gives a fuck? The
Guess how
fact
many
that it's
times-
considered
it's
okay
not
to say
caring about
that
your
is like,
image. It's just like, do you need to see people smoking cigarettes in
who gives
edits?
a fuck? Be yourself in front of people, whatever. I mean, okay, doing cocaine in front of kids, completely agree. You should not do cocaine at a demo. Smoking cigarettes, it's legal. You can go buy them at the store.
I know,
This is
but-
not a big secret
I
that
know,
only
but to-
you are
to-
in on. It's not
to-
like you're doing DMT.
But to the general public, they're looking
Everyone
at it as
knows
a
about
sport.
cigarettes.
I understand that, but you wouldn't see people that are playing basketball or playing soccer.
So you want
smoking
BMX to be more like
cigarettes.
basketball?
No, I don't. But I'm just saying that like there's a time and a place for everything, and like especially because there's so many young kids.
I don't think we should hold Stevie Churchill to the same standard as Kobe Bryant.
No, they're both athletes. They're both professional athletes.
he's
They're both
retired.
getting paid to do what they
Only-
love.
Yeah, I disagree. On a personal level, my dudes, they just do whatever. They're themselves. That's it. That's my outlook.
They're all on peyote right now.
We have a different agenda. in our
Began's been on some
existences.
fucking crazy shit for the past
Dude,
week.
his haircut is so wild. I call it a European.
Dude,
It looks
it's
like an arrow
crazy
on this
to-
side and then like sort of a
Began's hanging
teacup.
out with Reed. He's on a fucking bender
Oh, you have no idea
Yeah.
how exciting it is down in.
in Arizona. Yeah, Began I think really liked the Arizona
yeah, I need to go
lifestyle.
hang out there.
Dude, so much fun. Such good people.
What else? What else? What else do we need to know about you?
Why are you wearing sunglasses?
I was gonna do a Craig impression, but this is about you.
Yeah, what did happen with that? These are actually interesting because they're Norton antivirus.
We've already remember we did the shout out on a previous show.
Yeah.
Where we shout out to
I don't know
Norton
where they
Antivirus.
came from, but they.
Is that the guy that like lives out because he got caught with a bunch
He's
of
the one who
child
started
porn
it.
and-
Yeah, to me, these look pretty much
That smells
exactly the same
fantastic.
as like the Ray-Bans that cost like $150, except they have a little
Glasses
thing that
is
says,
glasses.
That's what I'm saying. They cover your eyes. I would love to like wear sunglasses at times, but I could never keep that with me and not just lose it or break it.
I lose everything.
You know they sell pomade here?
They sell everything on these
So a
streets.
shitload of it too.
So crazy.
Yeah.
This should be a boutique.
What else?
In many ways, it is. We don't sell scooters. That's good, right?
Proud of you. Excellent work. Inventory. I don't know.
I care about our image too much. That's probably that. There's an example.
Well,
of
you're
me caring.
trying. It's fine.
Yeah.
Do your thing. I'm gonna do mine.
I don't have anything against scooters. I've never seen a kid on a scooter down here either. I don't know if there's a market.
You're gonna be in a scooter in this neck of the woods? Are you kidding me?
skate parks there.
You know who Joe Flowers is?
I see scooters at a skate park once in a while, but there's no skate parks like right here. So
Do you know Joe Flowers?
No.
Do you know Joe Flowers?
no.
I've used one scooter kid my entire life in a show. It's this kid Joe Flowers. He looks just like 50 Cent, like spitting image of 50
I
Cent.
like it already.
And like
sounds racist.
he got into BMX because Micah Kranz is a damn angel in the world, and he was going to local like youth centers and talking to kids of like, hey, you can get out of the hood, you can do stuff with your life. have
Sounds
some fun.
racist.
Yeah, he's racist.
It super is for sure.
What ethnicity is Michael?
I'm just
He's
kidding.
mixed.
Sounds racist.
He looks black.
It is racist. Anyway, so we met this kid Joe Flowers, and Joe's like, you can really get out of the hood. You can really do something with this. And Micah's like, yeah, man, you should definitely try it. He's like, I'm going to go to the skate park the minute I get out of here and see if you're there. And he was. Like, Micah was riding, met Joe, got him a bike, and like started just killing it. Just riding really hard. But he lived in the hood, so like his bike kept getting stolen. So he figured the only thing he could do is get a scooter because no one would steal a scooter in the hood. And he's one of the gnarliest scooter riders I've ever seen in my
His
entire
bike
life.
kept getting stolen.
Yeah,
I don't
'cause
know,
everyone just
so
kept
that's like
stealing it.
Cop out.
No, it's Racine, Wisconsin's gnarly.
Really?
You don't lock your doors because they'll just smash your windows. Just let them go through it.
Really?
It's
Ice
acceptable.
Cube has a song about that.
Does he?
Yep.
Yeah.
You don't lock the doors.
They're just
going
gonna
to
smash the
They're going to
windows.
break the windows, so you
Regardless.
let them walk right in. To me, it's like the window breaking. That's the whole thing. Your house should be strong on safeguarded. Safeguarded. I don't want anybody able to get in my house easily. I can't even get in my own house. If I wanted to get in my own house, it's not happening.
Shout out to the OSS house. Where's that?
One time in Hollywood, I had to boost Stevie up with my hands like this to get him onto the balcony, and it was just us.
Stevie
and it
who?
was
Stevie
Stevie
who?
Churchill,
Stevie
cigarette
Churchill.
smoker, Sig Pig. I'm lifting him up like this on my hands to get onto the balcony so he could get in. I think we should. I don't know why you're so paranoid about us talking about ourselves. If anything, I think we should do more of that because I don't think we do enough of it.
That's
I don't-
what I'm saying.
I don't think there's that much personality.
People are listening to this because they want to know about you. They
People-
don't want to know about
not
me.
true.
If they want to
No.
know about
No.
me,
That's not true.
No.
If
People
they
are
want to know about
listening-
me, you can find me on Catfish versus Thug
Some
on
people
Instagram.
are
On
watching
Vinefish,
this because
Vinefish
of
on
him,
Vine.
but
Catfish,
more
Catfish on
people
Twitter.
are watching it just because it's a podcast.
Maybe they know. Like I have. Some
I watch Joe
insights
Rogan
that-
interview people. I have no fucking clue who they are all the time.
Yeah, just because I want to.
And I like when he includes part of himself in it. I don't think that's a real concern that the listeners have. I think that's a concern that the haters have. People who already don't like it are going to say that as a criticism.
They can suck my toe.
Right, but I don't
all day.
think
They can suck my
I've
toe.
never ever heard a fan of the show complain. You guys talk about yourselves a lot. Actually, I get fucking every day.
Crandall just told me that.
I wouldn't, but I wouldn't say he's a fan of the show. I wouldn't say he's our target demographic.
He said we're doing a good job. Just
But
stop
that's the
talking
other
about
thing
us.
too, though. I get asked every day. Kids say, "Why haven't you done an interview?" Which is actually a pretty good question. Now at this point, it seems like there's some kind of pressure or something. But
Me or you?
they probably want you to do it too. But they ask me to do one all the time.
That's what you need a third co-host for. I'll come in once in a while. And say some shit.
We kicked you out of the group chat. We're
Can I get back in?
definitely gonna kick you out of the TV shows.
262-689-67.
Do you want to interview us?
I would love
Like a
to.
separate episode
we do
sometime?
that.
I'm
Yeah,
here
we would
this-
definitely do that. at a
I'm here
separate
this
time.
week if you want to do it.
Let's do it. I'm down.
I would love it.
The Catfish and Adam interview.
I can hard question it, right? There's so much. You guys have so
dude,
much.
they
There's
Might have
just
to throw
so-
down a few rules about like
Okay.
just generalities, like names. I wouldn't want said. I'd rather it be,
Sure.
general.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
fucking.
Sure.
But I'm totally okay with any criticism of myself.
No, this would be.
I know
a,
I'm perfect.
Oh, could you imagine? Make that post right now on Instagram. What do you want to know? Like specifically about like what's the questions for? Because there's so much. I mean, there's so much, and it's. I mean, listen,
I'm an
man,
open book.
I mean, I don't give a fuck.
When you
right?
play the TMZ game, like it's. Oh my God, you're the most microscoped people ever.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm. There's nothing I'm not willing to talk about. Yeah.
You're also a very good conversationalist, and you're very good at throwing things.
He's also a
Am I?
sociopath,
Shut
and
your
he's
fucking-
on the
Am I?
verge.
Sometimes
of
That's
a
meant to
mental
work with
breakdown,
both of you.
a
Everyone has to-
mental and
everyone, like-
emotional
No, because
breakdown.
honestly, I've been thinking about that lately because I watch Donald Trump and the way that he is in the way that he just dodges questions and turns it into a totally different thing, and I'm just like, what the? That is amazing.
You do that, motherfucker.
I do
you
not.
do that
When?
on every.
Do you remember-
I answer straight up to everything.
Every story about me, when it comes back to me, people are like, "God damn, I heard you got arrested the other night."
You
I'm
did.
like, no, I don't know
You
what you're
are
talking about."
worse in real life than you are
I'm like,
the
I come back
version
and I'm
that is
like,
depicted
why are you
publicly.
telling people I got arrested? I was talking to a cop.
That
And
never
that's-
happened. This
that's
is
Adam-
completely
that's-
fictionalized.
That's exactly how Adam.
You are
operates.
much worse
That
in
is
real life
exactly
than you
how
are
Adam-
publicly.
We are
That's the
all
problem with
liars.
you.
We are all.
No, you're
liars.
way worse than you present yourself.
See,
If
we're
the
giving
people-
him what he wants. We're giving him what he wants.
You're gonna get. You said that you might be losing one of your main sponsors soon. So then, hopefully, you can be
Let's
more
talk about
honest
this.
with the public
We're giving-
about
we're
your
giving
shitty
him-
lifestyle.
We're giving him what he wants.
How does he feel on
I
the
gotta turn
inside?
the camera off. We can keep talking.
we have to stop that. You gotta delete that out.
No.
What, then this can't air until after the new year.
I mean, no.
Motherfucker!
Hey, so Gabbers, did you enjoy more interviewing famous Nick Coletti and Getter, or your friend that you've actually hung out with? Since you
They're
are a
both-
fucking
they're-
Hollywood star fucker, fucking gaylord now.
They're two very different interviews. Coletti's dope just because I respect people that make people laugh. Like, that's why I gravitate to this guy. Life is too short not to have a blast. And when you meet somebody that's funny on social media just to be funny, I was surprised that he said that he doesn't make money.
Life's too short to not take a blast.
Do you remember when we met
When you,
at the DK show with Dave Jacobs?
that
And-
was my first night in Ohio.
Yeah,
Or
and we
in
met up.
Dayton.
Yeah, and you grabbed me and you're like, it's so nice to meet someone who's exactly like you assume they would be in person. Because like I'd already followed the Catfish website. Carrie Sayre got me all psyched
Shout out to
on
Carrie
it.
Sayre.
Yeah, like he got me all super into it, and I like had written you for stickers and stuff too, like the Suge Knight killed Dale Earnhardt stickers and stuff.
That's
and then
offensive.
I saw it on his
That is
car.
offensive.
I saw it on his car, and I'm like, oh, you follow this website too, and you just melted. You're like,
This is me.
Yeah.
Yo, that's me. It's me.
He still lives for that, of getting recognized. He's always got a
It's me.
story about the
It's
kid in the
me.
hamburger spot who
It's
recognized
me.
Catfish, your
It's
best Lou
me.
Bickle story.
His girlfriend's agreeing with me right now. She hates it too.
Your best.
Someone knew who I was.
Just wait till this new shit pops off.
Remember we were in Vegas. Do you remember in Vegas?
Remember this face.
Do
What?
you remember
There
in
is no
Vegas
new
when we
shit.
were at that bar and like,
You're
Oh
gonna be
yeah,
homeless
all of a
and
sudden
that guy
those-
won all that money.
yeah, those Holland people were just so hyped on him, and we're just drinking margaritas. Like, oh great.
We should go drink some margaritas now.
If you hate Catfish on the podcast, you should hope that his TV show does well because then he'll probably be too busy to ever do it.
Yeah, what's up with your TV show?
Boom. This isn't about me.
Can I get out? I'd like to thank you. I actually got to try out for Strangers in Danger.
He did.
Yeah.
He did.
Catfish
I
definitely-
put
So you
him-
lost out the rooftop.
Yeah.
That's you
You're
gotta
both
live with that.
Hey,
yeah.
be the adventure, dude.
Yeah.
Be the
You gotta live
adventure.
with that.
Don't meet your heroes.
Rooftop's nice.
You don't like
I
Rooftop?
talked to him today. No, I love him. Oh, him, yeah.
This isn't about me. This is about you too.
I've had a few people tell me, "Don't let Rooftop be on the podcast."
You know how you like ask me like questions about being fat and like what it's about. He would not stop. He wouldn't like let it go. He would just go. Like I gave him like real answers of like, yeah, I really don't give a fuck, but like I don't want to concentrate on it either. And like he'd be like, Mikey, you're such a good dude, like, and he's really a genuine person, like trying to get it. He wants to help, but like I don't want help. So like it kind of comes off as like a weird thing.
Yeah.
And like nothing against him. He's really a genuinely nice person and awesome and everything. But like I went on a couple bikes over Bagdetchers with him and tried to connect and like loved him as a kid. Like my favorite rider, one of them up there. Like
you tried to
He's
connect
rough-
with him on these trips,
he's
and
rough
you
around
didn't.
the edges.
yeah, and then he just came straight and attacked me on some. Like I felt attacked to it, and like I mean,
Well, he would just
maybe
pick
I was
on you
just-
and shit.
Not really pick. He didn't know he was doing it. He still was like trying to help me, like motivate me, and it's like I'm okay with me, and like I don't
Yeah.
think. Like some people aren't okay with fat people that are okay with themselves. Like
Yeah.
it throws them for loops where it's like, listen, like I don't give a shit what you think or what you want of my diet. Like
You like Adele?
no,
She motivate you.
that's a fantastic.
She's a
Adele.
proud fat woman.
If there was any like fat shaming, that'd probably be the racist fat shaming comment. Like, oh, there's this fat Vietnam girl. Yeah, she's really fat and people like her. You should try to
Ask
be
every
like her.
fat person.
Yeah.
So do you like Adele?
Yeah.
Do you
Like-
cook at all? Do you cook?
No. You want to hear something funny? I've been to the grocery store twice in 2015.
That was probably true for me for like the first 9 months, but we've been eating.
Adam
it
only
lately,
eats fucking eggs,
He's
meat,
the third
and
fucking
coffee.
jujitsu.
But all his
5'5"
intake, he'll
guy.
eat 7 eggs a day, a big hunk of meat,
I ate
and
4
coffee.
eggs a day.
Sure.
Coffee flavored meat.
He like just died laughing one time because he saw me drinking a huge cup of coffee and a hamburger at the same time. But we're in like China. It's like you go to Burger King. What the fuck?
That's fucking crazy, though.
Is that crazy?
Yeah.
You
Thank
can't
you.
eat ground
Thank
beef
you.
and a
Thank
fucking.
Laxative?
And-
What are you doing? What are you
Well,
doing?
I'll go to the bathroom if it's a laxative. Big fucking deal. I mean, you'll go to Starbucks and you'll get a ham and Swiss sandwich, right? And then you drink coffee with it, or you eat a bagel. It's got
don't
fucking
like
fish
coffee.
on
I
it.
don't
you
like
I don't,
know?
yeah, I don't drink. I'm not BMX. I'm not Austin
What's
enough
the
for coffee.
biggest shit you've ever taken?
You.
I don't get it.
No, you ever let a girl mess around with your butthole?
No, it's dangerous area.
I feel the same way. I'm a lot smaller than you, and I still feel like it's dangerous.
I'm just
so.
saying, man. Crazy things.
There's bad stuff in there.
I mean,
Come on!
I keep-
Lindsay,
I keep
Let's
it clean.
focus.
Watch out.
Let's
Keep it clean.
focus.
watch out for my butthole.
What do you got going on the rest of the year?
I am currently on tour doing high school vert shows, and then come the first of the year, I have 3 teams. I have 3 golf cart ramps going around doing shows for monster trucks.
If anybody out there wants to show you what they've got, they can do backflips and stuff.
Add me to your group chat.
There you go.
No, there's division stuff out there. There's Facebooks.
Yeah,
and
a whole line of
Twitters
parts.
and Instagram and- yeah, division. Yeah.
There
Like,
it is.
if you need seat posts and bad sticker placements,
There you
no.
go.
Oh, jeez.
No, it's at Division BMX. And surprise, it's funny because everyone tags me when they do contests and stuff. So I get like, win a free hit pack or
Hip pack.
something stupid. I don't know what the hell I give away.
Fucks with a hip pack.
Shout outs. Give us some shout outs.
Shout outs. Oh, yeah, you two, first of all, thanks for doing this. Thanks for
Hey.
putting media out there. It sucks 'cause, like I'm with skateboarders all the time right now doing these vert shows, and like their shit's dialed. Like Tony Hawk has like a weekly stuff. Like all
Does
these
he do
people,
a podcast?
No, he does like a web series. Like he does a video of YouTube stuff. Like their shit is so dialed, and why we can't have our shit together. Like, fuck,
We
man.
need
like,
to get a bunch of creative people in a
look
room.
into that.
please
Fucking-
do something. Like it just sucks. Everyone uses BMX as their framework to go and blast off and do other things. You know, like
That's what I'm doing right now.
like I don't blame you. I get it, but give something
I'm a
entertainment. Do
fashion
something
icon.
fun. Oh Jesus Christ.
Well, now that No Jumper is officially like exploding as of a few days ago, I'm definitely gonna have to make sure that I don't fuck up the BMX podcast because now it's gonna be
I'll
like
keep
under
you-
the
I'll-
microscope.
I'll keep you on.
You're gonna keep me honest.
keep you
You
honest.
gotta
The
say
first thing you
weekly.
should do is not release this one.
No, I think people want to see
Good.
this.
This is fun.
But it's going to be an issue because I'm about to start doing 2 No Jumpers a week and 1 TCU TV a week. So people are going to be like, what is that?
Work. Again, we're
Work.
talking about us. Fuck.
Oh right, yeah.
No
Have
one-
you ever been attacked
no.
by an animal?
Yes. I don't like animals. Is that weird?
You got attacked by a fucking goalpost.
I shot a deer once. Yeah, goalpost fell on me.
What'd you shoot a deer
Seen
with?
that hook. My family's all into deer hunting and sports, and they're a great American Wisconsin family.
If you had to
Sure.
fucking
How
animal,
about this
which one
one?
would it
How
be?
about this one? Got it. True or false? Your parents won the lottery.
False.
Really?
No, it never happened.
I thought that was a rumor. Why
That was
would
one of the things that dude threw at me. He's like, someday that lottery money's gonna come out, and I'm like, what are you? I tell people my dad invented the computer all the time just because I think it's funny.
But is that shameful if your parents won the lottery? My parents didn't win the lottery, but I wouldn't be ashamed of it. I'd be hyped.
No, like my parents were like super hardworking. Like so, like I grew up with the white privilege. I mean, I'm sorry, but it
We all
sort of
did.
happened. So,
Yeah.
like, I get shit on for that, but like. My parents never funded the company. My parents never. I mean, my mom, bless her soul, drove me to every skate park in existence all the time.
Shout out to
supported-
BMX moms.
Dude,
I've been independent since the age of 18,
I
making
feel you. Like,
jigs.
people just assume like everyone's just everything's handed
They
down.
always want to give you that if you're white.
Yeah. Oh, you like you don't think I struggled? You don't think I sat and froze my butt off?
Fuck
living in
those
cars
people. You
and-
know how what got me here? Being funny as fuck.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I don't know.
Stealing all the announcers' work. That's exactly.
Stealing all the dudes' bikes.
I have nothing. You've taken all of my work.
Can we
Congratulations.
get Sal Masakela on
let's
here?
let's address this right now because tell the story. Micah lost his job at DK because he was giving everybody fucking tie everything.
That's what you told us.
That's what happened.
That wasn't what happened.
Okay, what happened?
But that's all right. I don't want to really bring up those kind of things. It was a mutual understanding.
So,
of-
well, Micah left DK, and then I took his job.
I ended
Well, he's been telling me it was about giving away tie pegs.
no,
for like
it's
8
just
years.
that's a funnier story than what actually happened. But
I'm learning how to embellish.
You
from
couldn't give a fucking tie peg away these days.
I'd rock a tie bag.
only
Put some plastic on
if you
it.
did like just show how they spark and make fire, I think you could maybe.
So what's the other job I took from you?
Well, no, I mean just every announcing
Oh,
thing in existence.
I want to do stuff with you. We had fun in Germany. until
See,
you
the
started
problem with
pissing off
Catfish
the
is like
Latvians.
he'll play everybody off as like, yeah, you're the best I've ever worked with next to you. You're the best I've ever worked with next to you, and it all depends on who he's next to. Like at any given time, like you just work well with others, and that's fine.
There's
nothing wrong with
I
that.
can tell you the best.
like-
off the top of my head, the best people to work with.
Well, I'm just like I mean, what we've done has been kind of off the cuff things, but like
That's the fun stuff.
yeah,
When
exactly.
you're announcing something where you don't have to like. You can
Contests are
swear.
amazing,
You can
and-
be.
What was that song you guys did where the chorus was like something about turtle dick?
Dude, we have some great songs.
Turtle Dick on the West Coast. We got,
Turtle
Because
Dick.
why is your nickname Turtle Dick? Your
on
dick
the
real small or
West
something?
Coast. No, it's just funny. A lot of things rhyme with dick. I was with Crandall up in. This is a good story. I was up in Crandall. I bought my first case of beer with Steve
all
Crandall's
up in
ID, which I think is a great
Shout out to
story.
Steve Crandall.
Steve Crandall. But he was getting voicemails from Lou Bickle at the time, and Lou sang him a song, and it went, "I'm getting kind of loose, I'm feeling kind of sick, get me drunk, and I'll suck that turtle's dick." And I just liked that name so much that I was like, I want to be MC Turtle Dick, and just ran with it. And it's funny because everyone just instantly thinks it's sick. And then with Little Dicky becoming popular, like I kind of should
Yeah, I
drop
feel
it.
the same way with Catfish, the TV show. Kind of.
Yeah, it just ruins everything.
ruined my
I feel the
Division
same way
brand
about
is ruined.
that famous romance novel, Adam Grant Mason.
Oh yeah, I've been a big fan of that. Yeah.
Never.
Anything else? Do we need to talk
Novelist, I
about?
should have
I
said.
don't read.
Fuck,
We didn't
I
talk
really
about.
fucked that
We didn't
up.
talk about anything. Literally.
I think it was
No, we
interesting.
got some good stuff. We got
I
some
went and got a
industry
drink in the
stuff.
middle of it. I needed it too. I
had
need
some
another one right
laughs.
now.
We told some good stories. We talked about Wisconsin.
Yeah.
You
Talked some
talked about
shit.
5 years. You talked some shit.
You still didn't tell me what animal. If you went to the zoo and you had to fuck one animal in the zoo, which one would it be? The elephant. Wow.
I have an elephant tattoo. And
You're gonna need like a 6-foot ladder to fuck an elephant.
I don't know.
Or more.
I want to fuck a T-Rex. Is that weird? Is that?
What an elephant's butthole is probably so big that my dick would barely even make a dent. Like you probably wouldn't even notice. Does that even count as fucking?
You should see the wild shit. Like
Also, what's
with
the vagina
circus.
like on an elephant?
Bull mastiffs.
That'd be tight for me.
We should do a whole podcast where it's all about bestiality. We just all like hypothetical bestiality stuff. Like what kind of
God.
what color cat
your
would you want to get?
your
head from?
website is just if you could ever resurrect that fucking thing. He used to put up Mr. Hands all the time.
Oh, God,
He'd go
yeah.
into parties. Like I remember going to parties in Ohio with him, and he'd go to anybody's laptop computer that was open and just put it on and put it on repeat and just walk away and just be just.
Sometimes people need to see
So
a
good.
horse.
How many times you got meat spinned in your life?
BMX board. Shout out. Tons of meat
tons.
spins.
Do you still partake in BMX board?
Yeah, I lurk. I mean, it's a bunch of just salty, terrible one fans.
I'll look at BMX Sport probably like once a month, and usually there'll be something about me, and usually in that thread there'll be somebody saying, Adam looks at this all the time. And I'm like, I look at it like so infrequently that every single time I'm just like, God damn it, I didn't look at this for a whole month, and you're still saying that.
You're the most loved and hated man in BMX, and that's so fantastic. All
that
at the
true?
same time. Absolutely.
I don't know.
People hate you.
Really?
Yeah, let's talk about that.
See, that's the crazy thing is that I don't know. I don't know almost anybody
I'm
who
done.
hates
I'm
me.
done. I'm done. I'm done.
I don't know because I don't pay enough attention to the people who don't like me. I'm sure there are. That's the weird thing is I think I probably like
Nobody
say hi to people
cares.
all the time
They're
that
here for
don't like me. Who is here for Micah? This I
No
you have
one.
a very,
If
like,
anybody,
I'm with you on this.
if anybody's made it this
he
far,
doesn't even have Instagram.
he's got.
262.
If they've made it this far, they're a diehard TCU TV
This will
fan
do-
that
this
actually
will-
watches everything
This
we
will
do.
do 100,000 the first day.
Oh, shit. No, there's nothing.
Only podcast with 100,000 on YouTube is the Ian Connor No Jumper, and the Adam
Why are you
LZ is
fucking
the
up
top
my
one.
lie?
Adam
I'm
LZ
sorry.
is the top BMX one by far.
What do you think about Adam LZ?
He's been.
God.
I don't really. I've never met him. I don't know him. I don't follow him. I didn't YouTube it. But I've heard his name dropped so much every single day, everywhere I go. Like, and it's. I mean,
But how are you getting this information if you're not on social media?
Just hearing people talk about it.
I just hear his name.
He's
I don't
the
know.
most famous BMX rider alive.
Yeah. Some of the group chats
I'm
like
fourth.
screenshot it
I'm
and said
fourth.
he was bigger than Dig or whatever. Which
Well, yeah, that was.
He's just.
he misspoke.
He's just.
Is there
tweeting.
more than
He's
that?
Just
Did I-
tweeting.
did I
no,
miss
he's
out
a,
on
No,
he's
it
a
was
super
it was a
rad
kid
He's
said
a cool
something
kid.
like you wouldn't be around if it wasn't for Dig, and then LZ said,
Jesus.
which is
I've
it's
done
really
some
not
more.
true for LZ because he's like he never owned a copy of Dig. He never looked at the Dig website, so it's like for him it's not true. He doesn't realize the cultural significance of Dig, so he responds and says,
Right.
I guarantee I've gotten more people into BMX, which is probably true in the past 3 years, not of all time. But then people take that and they roll with it. Like people just took it as disrespect, you know?
Yeah, and plus that Augie shit probably didn't help. too
Yeah.
much.
Well, the fact that the entire Stranger team quit really didn't help.
His
But
podcast was awesome. You guys did a really good job with that stuff. There's a couple of them. Animal one was good.
We're really good. We do really good
I do.
podcasts. We work
people
very well
listen,
together.
Keep doing it.
We work very well
some would
together.
say that I'm the greatest mind of my generation.
It was hard listening
I
to
don't
the
know who
animal
it
one.
was,
There's,
but-
it's a
Accents
fact
was
that there's
insane.
no other podcast where its hosts have such beautiful blue eyes.
That's true.
It is, as I saw it on Wikipedia 2 days ago.
I'll send you mine, by the way. I'll send you those podcasts. I'm sure you won't listen to them, but there's
I'll
some
listen.
funny. There's some funny stuff in there.
The other day I did a podcast, and I can admit this, an hour and 45 minutes in, and I fucked a girl on this desk immediately before the podcast, and then fucked her again immediately after the podcast.
Oh my god.
So that was like a weird like sample, like how like sometimes I wonder, should I drink coffee? Should I drink alcohol? Should I
Should I eat
smoke weed?
cheeseburger?
Should I fuck immediately beforehand? I don't know.
Fine. I don't know. Kobe does the same thing, I assume, right? Got to figure out what gets him going. And
Yeah, you got to figure out
yeah,
what you want to
they
be
say
your mix.
They say
Yeah.
Olympians are like just alligator fuck houses, right? I mean, they're
What's
just
the
wild
most
and
you've ever
shit.
come in one day?
How many ropes? No, how many actual nuts?
Oh god. I mean, as a kid, could you imagine like?
Kid, he goes right to the kid.
Well, no. I mean, I haven't. I'm not going celibate because I just have some unbelievable sex drive. I mean, let's
But
be
do you jerk off
completely
like
honest.
all the time?
Well, I don't think any more or less than.
What's
any
the
other
most
person.
time you've jacked off? In
I mean, it
one
would
day?
be in the old Rager days, you know. Like,
That's all right. I don't give a fuck when it happened. I want answers.
I'm sure. Man, at least half a dozen, right? That seems
Yeah.
acceptable.
Some girl made me fuck her 6-7 times in a day before,
Yeah, when you were a kid.
in like an evening.
Yeah.
in,
hurt.
19, in,
My
19,
penis
in
hurt.
1971, in one 24-hour period, I came 46.
Could you?
I don't know. I don't judge by like sexual
But okay,
exploits. I don't really.
no, but
fucking
coming.
women
How
are
many? If
crazy
you had a
about it.
fucking, you have to set a world record, or no, not a world record, but your personal record. You got 24 hours. You got to come as many times as possible. How many times do you think you could do it? Could you do it once an hour?
Yeah,
I feel like
probably.
I'd be spending the whole hour trying to get it to go.
What would like hour 18 material need to be to get you off?
Yeah,
Like,
you're gonna really
18
find out like
times,
what kind of person
right?
you are
Right?
watching porn or something.
Yeah, right.
What
Because
have
you have to
not
step
seen?
it up each time.
What have you not seen inserted that's gonna make you like, go left a
Yeah.
little bit, like your niche?
You really just start scrounging
it's
your
gonna get-
brain. You start thinking about something you did in 4th grade. you
right?
know?
Exactly,
You're talking
like-
about old school teachers and shit, like anything you got.
Mrs. Patterson.
It's the only thing that'll work.
All right, let's not do this. Let's promise to never come more than 6 or 7 times a day. 'Cause that's what we seem like we've agreed on, and I'm not trying to go above that. And that was
I could die.
that's
I
what
could
bothered
die.
me though, is that girl, she was nothing to write home about. She was a fucking cunt, and she fucking She made me. She got me. She made me come that many times, and like she brought this out of me. Like I'm not normally like that. She inspired it, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
This is fake boobs.
Animalistic.
You know? Fake boobs will do it.
Titties.
You like fake boobs?
You like titties?
Who doesn't like titties?
But you like fake ones.
I could give a fuck.
Same.
Titties is titties.
I like real titties.
I like fake tits because it lets me know that she's fucked up in the head.
I mean, they don't have fake tits to not put out. Let's be completely honest.
That's why girls like me when they see me with sleeves, because they're like, he spent a bunch of money and did something really painful just to look a little bit cooler.
And I bet that guy
Same
used to
thing as
have
fake
a
tits.
no future tattoo on his neck and
I
then got
still
it covered
do.
up.
Still do.
I love you for that.
It's not covered up.
That's there. Oh, there it is. I see it.
Although you are right that there was a different version of it, and then I went over it.
I have a photo of that.
But it's still the same word.
What's your worst tattoo?
All of them. Also the Wu-Tang Tramp stamp.
Wu-Tang Tramp
It would be
stamp.
hard to beat that. How do you still get tattoos when you have that one on you?
Shit is tight.
You don't consider a cover-up important?
My eyelid tattoo is the
and you
the
take your
best one.
shirt off.
My eyelid tattoo. I look good with my shirt off. I got my
Not with a
fucking
Wu-Tang
washboard.
Tramp stamp.
But they're not looking at that. They're looking at my fucking abs. They're looking at my amazingly small nipples. I got the smallest nipples on the planet, for real.
John Rogers has the smallest nipples on the planet.
No way.
I would put $1 million on it.
All right. This podcast is done. Let
Done.
me light those on fire. They're
John
not-
Rogers wins.
Okay.
Not even close.
All right, we're done. We're going to end this thing with nipples. Speaking of nipples, you want to give any shout-outs?
Brian, Tunney, Mark Losey for getting me work back in the days. They were super cool. About
Shout out to
hooking that
Tunney.
up. Yeah, really awesome, creative people. I like
Shout out
them.
to Losey.
'Cause they're also
Awesome guy.
I like creative-minded. Like I follow more Flatlanders than like anything else because their minds are. I think I correlate better.
Are
with
they?
that. I think so. Shout out to Alien Nation. Shout out to anybody that owns a bike shop. Anyone that does shows. Anyone that I don't know gets inspiration. From
Anyone who's
fun.
come 6 or 7 times in a day.
Anyone that's more than half a dozen came. You're fucking A+ in my
And
book.
in the comments, let us know how many is the most ropes you ever bust in a day.
We're also going to start that OSS get on the team contest.
How can people find you?
You can add me to your group chat.
You've already asked that so many
the
times.
number? What's the
How can
number?
people find you?
I want to do like
Well, this is where we give shout-outs to your social media, and obviously...
I want to be like Mike, like 262-689-6. I need like a good hook for it if you have it. Like remember Mike Jones had his. You know it.
281-330-8000.
I want to do that with my phone number. I just don't know I have a good hook. So if you could figure that out.
We'll think about it.
All right.
Get back to you. You're going to pay me.
Nice. Shout out to
Thank you very much, Micah.
everyone. Bye.
Follow me on Instagram and all that shit. You know.
Follow
what it is.
at I am Tony Cat.
Hit him with it,
Spend
lean with
money
it, rock
at
with it, roll.
ONSOMESHIT.com. Give
That was
me a cigarette.
that was a TCU TV. Skibidi bop.